Call a number and hop into a cab. I'm really drunk and I am going to act really freaking mad. Spent all day triggered, crying and mad. Now I'm off to the bar where I sit alone, oh so sad. Wig on my head and veneers on my teeth. I look cute, maybe a rich man I will meet. Put my trebles up and trying hard not to seethe. Once I'm empty-handed when I leave, so I hope in the ride. I got nothing to hide, I tell the man drive. I want him inside, go live and entertain. Everyone thinks I am insane, got mush for a membrane. These taxi drivers are my bane, bane, bane. On the way home and all I can think about are deli meats. I'm so worked up my peanut boil burst all over the seat. I can't wait to go home and finally have a seat. There's something I must tell to all the people I meet. I'm 6 foot, Greg is my son and I'm not good with the ladies. Back in when 876 I was fat, so my parents bought me a Mercedes. The Fresh Prince of Lower Manhattan, and I hate babies. Make sure I get home okay since all my pay pigs are shady. I hope in the ride, I got nothing to hide. I tell the man drive, I want him inside, go live and entertain. Everyone thinks I am insane, got mush for a membrane. These taxi drivers are my bane. Wave your hands in the air, I choke on my own hair. Bald as a burn victim, I am not the problem, I am the symptom. Ooh. I've got it all, the greasy wig and the Chris Watts most of all. Hussy will watch me take the fall, exploit everyone's death, I'm on the ball. I go by Fallon, Scarlet and Flow, my IQ is so motherfucking low. I email Chris Watt, fiance, don't you know? I not only suck, but I also blow. Enable a narcissist, buying my friendships. Every time I open my mouth, my ignorance slips. Surrounded by degenerates, making the most of it. Hussy is throwing the fit. Better pay him off for £100, baby. He just made me cry bully extraordinaire. A wig is only hair. Yes, he went there in a day. It's only too bad that no one cared. Stop it. Killing channels one day at a time. I'm a puppet, a muppet when I should be a mime. I drink my piss with lemon and lime. Vinaigrette cleansing for my clam. Hussy peanut boil smells like ham. Everything is always about sex. My farts smell like 3-day-old Tex-Mex. Make sure I'm in your contacts. My money makes up for my lack of sack. Surrounded by degenerates, making the most of it. Hussy is throwing the fit. Better pay him off for £100, baby. He just made me cry bully extraordinaire. A wig is only hair. Yes, he went there in a day. It's only too bad that no one cared.
Telling me how they're gonna whip my butt, jumping up and down and acting like a nut. How do they survive abortion? I'll never know, but still every day I tune into the show. Everyone gather and sit your fat ass down. It's time to react to some low cow.
Alright, what's going on, Negative Nation? Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome to Negz Live. I am Negz, I am live. You're watching me live. And it is 8:31 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And welcome to the broadcast. It's good to see you all again on a Sunday evening. Yes, yes, yes. We are gathered here today to we're gathered here today to look at an expose, if you will, from one of Hussy's old friends named Rose Thorne. She is old school. This video is about 4 years old, but I figure if it's old, it's very relevant today because listen, if somebody else expects something to hold water, then it should hold water for me as well, right? So I'm going to throw this up there. They're going to tell you exactly what this person's about. And you're going to see that it's just the same as now. Sometimes things never change. So welcome to the broadcast. Welcome to the only broadcast you need to be watching right now. I appreciate you. Let's go over here and see who's in the chat. I know we got a bunch of people. By the way, Ryan, thank you, Revisionist Ryan, for that membership. Right over to Shan Shan. Yes, that's right. Thank you, Ryan. Throw some love in the chat for Ryan. We got Evan Flo here, Ladybug, Lori, Schrodinger's Cat Flap, Joyfully, my Secretary of War, Barthamus, Raven, Mr. YouTube himself, McHenry, Cruz, yeah, Messy, Joyfully Joy, Revisionist Ryan, OGD, Boobies, Shan, Taurus, and who else we got here? Anna Nicole, what do you know? Taurus guy, how you doing? Welcome. We got Nina Gonzo, how you doing? Welcome. We've also got who else we got here? The chat is already popping off. Look at that. That is a very good thing. Just visiting is here. How you doing? I'm glad you think the theme song is cute. It is my theme song. It is cute. I love it. Got a puppy in my pocket. It's not a banana. That's in my butt. We got Sir Arlen of Penetray, Roy Pip Pip Cheerio and all that. Janet's Planet. And Tracy. And welcome. I hope you're all doing well. So, yeah, I had to clip that because I just... Hi, Nene. What's up, Alex? How you doing? Yeah, it is a night. It is sweeps night. It's sweeps night. Everybody's live at the same time. I can't imagine why everybody else went live. I scheduled mine an hour ago. And then suddenly the pasture was full of poop. And I look around and I'm like, oh, okay, Hussy's live for like the third time today or something. I don't know. Maybe it was yesterday he went live 3. He was live like 7 hours yesterday because this is the final act of desperation, what lolcows do. Because they have nothing better to do than sit around and stalk you online, make sure that you're going live. And they go live at the same time. We got Pistachio and Hussy and me live all at the same time. Now, here's the hilarious part about that. Is I'm here to stream for people who enjoy my content. They're streaming with this, I don't know, like thinking they're going to pull viewers away. They're pulling away from each other. They're pulling viewers away from each other because now the people who don't like them aren't watching them. They're watching me. And I'm not going to snipe them because, I mean, that's just too many chromosomes for one human to ingest. Yes. Hello, Carrie. How you doing? We got Ladybug rolling up into peace. We got the other OG. We got OGD and OGOGD. Don't get them confused. Please don't. So, yeah, enjoy your, I mean, not saying I'm going to get 3,000 viewers. Look, man, I am no Shanny reactor. Oh, God, I'm no Shanny reactor. Only if they could get evicted from their tent, then maybe I could achieve levels of greatness that I could brag about when I'm 75. So today I went through a bunch of videos. I'm going to clean out my watch later. And I ran across some videos by Rose Thorne. And I remember when these videos came out. I do. And wouldn't you know it, that Rose had similar problems with Hussy that everybody else has had, right? So I figure Hussy's already drug out the past. Now he's beating a dead horse. It's not having any impact on anything. It's like basically telling everybody, hey, the sky is blue sometimes and the sun is bright. And he keeps saying it over and over and over and over again. And it's like, okay, dude, all right, I don't know what your end result is here, but okay. Okay, old man, calm down. So, yes, OGOGD is Carrie's D, and OGD 1959 is my D. That can be misconstrued in many ways. So, Yeah, let me pull up this video. First, we're going to take a look at today. Since we're in a competition for ratings. Competition for ratings. It's a ratings war tonight. We're going to be taking a look at when Hussy joined Val's panel instead of him crying after he was thrown off. You know, remember when he started babbling? I'm so sad. I'm so sad. They kicked me. I'm sad. Yeah, he had a big sad that day. Oh, yeah, then there's Carrie's ladybug. Not the woman who somehow her grandpappy owned slaves in the 20th century. Not sure how that happened. I guess she was confessing to him being a human trafficker. I don't know. We're also going to keep track of Hussy's threat counter here, which I already heard 1 on 3 people. So we're going to go ahead and bump this up to 71. Yes, you didn't hear it, but I did. He's talking about a coordinated hate campaign. Okay, so let me talk about coordinated hate campaigns. When you have 2 locales that host panels of more locales and they go live at the same time as you, that's coordination. I just want you to know that's coordination. That was worked out behind the scenes. And he thinks he's going to sue us for that. I think this is just part of his old man shtick at this point. I'm going to sue you because I'm sad. Yes, I did, Carrie. Let's get into that. So, M. Storm, you know, Mrs. You'll never see your son in heaven, Kyler. That totally normal woman, and slim, let's not forget she's slim, put something in the chat about where Carrie's son worked. And then Hussy reads it out loud. And then commences to go on another panel and do his typical bullshit crybaby routine. I'm sad. I can do whatever I want when I'm sad. Ridiculous. I mean, so, yeah, gonna sue us. He's gonna sue us. Not the other way around. Not the other way around, right? Yeah, because definitely Maxwell is going to be like, oh no, you got a solid case against these people that you keep harassing. Yes, you do. You got a solid case against the people you're slandering, defaming, and doxing. But I'm here for it. What's up, Voles? How you doing? We got more people coming in as we speak. Let's go ahead and jump into this and watch how entitled this this old man with a terminal diaper rash is. Let's go.
Early last I knew. Who's this? Is this the real Hussy?
Okay, so this is a little low. I'm going to turn it up. This is on Val's panel, I don't know, 3 months ago. Hussy joins it, and of course he crashes out because, you know, it's Hussy. He's sad.
See? Guys, what if it's the real Hussy? Are you the real Hussy?
I am.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. Having a great time. How are you?
Are you really?
What's up,
Yeah,
Seven?
of course.
What's up,
I thought
Evan
I'm
Flo?
not entertaining.
What's up, Scammy?
I mean, plenty of people are entertaining. I didn't say you were
Oh,
boring.
you said I'm boring. Oh, yeah, you did.
Well, were you being boring at the time?
I don't know. I don't think I'm boring.
No, you're not
I'm
boring.
glad.
So you have a problem with me calling Keldos wonky eyes?
Yeah, a little bit.
Huh?
Yeah.
Well, why don't you have a problem with him calling me shit?
Oh my God, how old are you? But they said mean things to me.
Stop it. Stop it!
Come on, Hussy. If you're gonna come out here, you preemptively do things. Yeah, you preemptively do it, and then you immediately cry about it. Cry about it.
Are they based around your disabilities?
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He's a 52-year-old entitled crybaby whose peanut boil is throbbing for any kind of attention.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does.
Shit
It
talk-
matters to
shit
me.
talk- Okay, shit talking is shit talking.
Okay.
My disabilities,
Wait a minute.
My disabilities get talked about by your moderators.
Well, we don't know your disability because you claim legal blindness, right? But none of us are buying it because you read just fine and nobody has a home health care aid for legal blindness. You'd have to be totally blind. Even then, I don't know. Stevie Wonder probably doesn't have a home health care aid.
My moderators are not me.
Yeah, but they're your moderators.
And I call out my moderators all the time. What do you mean?
Why? Okay, so you're calling me out for doxing. Who did I dox?
Were you not participating in
A lot of
doxing
people.
Unicorn Girl up on panel?
What's up, Tiffany?
Unicorn girl doxed me.
What's up, Ninth Wave?
Then cover her doxing.
I'm sorry, what, she doxed you? Oh no, see, you have 2 active GoFundMe's with your name on them. Remember your I'm sad, give me money GoFundMe's? Yeah, those.
Were you not participating in doxing of Unicorn Girl up on panel?
So's love for
Unicorn girl doxed me.
Bethamus, thank you so much. 1 to our goal. By the way, the goal, I'll tell you what it's about. It's a mystery package giveaway. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a package, right? I don't know how much it'll weigh, but it's going to include a whole bunch of stuff from my store, The Attic. It's going to contain a bunch of things. And I'm going to ship it off to you just like that because there's a lot of it, and I want to send it to you if we beat the goal. And Blue Moon, you won a t-shirt the other day. Be sure you get a hold of me.
Then cover her doxing you. Don't go out of your way
I
to
did.
exchange doxes.
Thank you,
Show me where
Kaz.
I doxed Unicorn girl. I want you to show me. I'll wait.
Well, what you did was actually worse because you went on panel and you sat there and told you were discussing the details of the address. Now things have changed in present day. Listen, if I'm giving grace, got to give other people grace because everybody has their heyday and the toxicity. But that's up to you. I'm not making anybody do anything. You went on panel and discussed it openly. Now, what they call that is intimidation and harassment. And you admitted to making a welfare check, and then you came out here and told the whole world that it was the wrong house, but the police told you everything about them, and they're a problem. You've said that about a lot of people. So you're a 52-year-old man, You're a man, by the way, a man who does nothing but try to make women feel unsafe. Sue me.
And then I want you to go to Strawberry Douche.
It's as loud as it'll get.
Go to her Kiwi Farm
All right.
page and count how many people she's doxed.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you Strawberry Douche? I'm sorry. What does that have to do with you? You are like, you do this constantly. You've been doing it for years. I did something, but why don't you just own it? Why don't you just say, yeah, I did it, and? Or did you just do that? Oh, that's right, because you have to be the victim all the time.
Why would I listen?
Why
Strawberry
did you
Douche knows
not?
what I think of
If
her
you are
doxing.
calling out doxers, then fucking call them out.
I do. I have
Do it.
talked to Strawberry
Today.
Douche.
Now, do it.
Sorry, no.
No, here you are again. Here you are again. And by the way, all the ladies in his chat right now, this too will be you one day if for the small price of hanging out in his chat, giving him money. It will be you, and I'm going to play this next video. You're going to see how he turns on really good friends. The Ninth Wave, thank you. Let's get that goal. 2 out of 10 ain't bad. Hussy's so sad.
No means no, Hussy.
Oh, you're not going to do it, are you?
Oh, sorry, that's
Nah.
the one. That's
Oh, you're not going to do it, are you?
I've already talked about Strawberry Douche
Oh,
doxing.
let's
people.
talk
What do you
about it.
mean?
I didn't hear it. Do you mind repeating what you said?
Well, you didn't hear me take a big diarrhea shit piss earlier. Would you like to put your ear up to the shell and hear the ocean?
Yeah, I think she's really funny, and it's too bad she doxes people.
Okay, so I'm really funny too. It's too bad I dox people.
No, you aren't actually.
Oh, really?
You're funny on accident
Really?
because we get to make fun of
Really?
you.
God, what a
Really?
cow.
I make fun of you too. I make fun of Wonky Eyes, his fucked up
You
teeth.
don't.
Well, see, here's the deal, Hussy, is you make fun of everybody, and then you think that any clapback is sue-worthy. Like right now, you're clutching your poor porcelain pussy because it's aching and throbbing, and I'm going to sue them for a coordinated hate campaign. Okay, cool. Guess what? I received some information. I received some information about coordination.
You're his fucked up teeth, his fucked up eyes, your fucked up lips, your fucked up teeth, and you are so fucking creepy that you play video games with minors, right?
Oh my God, are you?
Here we
still
go.
Are you
pedojacking me,
still doing
freak?
that?
Here we
Are
go.
let me tell
Should
you
I
one
sue
thing.
you, Hussy?
Let me tell
Should
you.
I?
Yeah, I mean, if he had anything, it would be funny. The only person that has anything is his buddy Fallon, who basically the other night foxtrotted her way into a whole host of issues.
Sue you for
I
doing
have
it.
all the
SARS.
defamation and slander that
Uh-huh.
you have
Uh-huh.
caused on your
Uh-huh.
channel.
Uh-huh.
You have
Yeah.
called me a fraud. You have called me a scammer. and you have called me the internet. What is that famous word of yours?
I didn't
Wow.
call it the
Cannibal?
internet.
You are.
World-
You are. Call Maxwell then. Cope, cry, get a charcuterie board, and surf it right over to Maxwell and let him know that you're sick.
Cannibalism.
I said
That
you
is all.
participate in community
Shut the
cannibalism.
fuck up. That is all slander.
I want to know who's supposed to be in charge of you because you're not legally blind. I mean, your disability is mental, isn't it? I'm just guessing. These opinions aren't my own. I can't be held accountable for anything.
Are you gonna call
Okay,
Maxwell
you-
on me, Hussy?
I just might, bitch. Why the fuck
Maxwell
you-
on me, Hussy?
up? That is all slander.
Are you gonna call
Okay,
Maxwell
you-
on me, Hussy?
I just might.
That counts. That counts. I'm counting all your threats because all he's doing is trying to make people feel uncomfortable, and that is legally the definition of harassment. Legally, of harassment, intimidation, and the fact that he's doing it to women day in and day out, and then goes on his panel and cries and pisses and moans about other people that haven't even been, I don't know, like Greg. Greg ain't been convicted. He's innocent till proven guilty, right? Right? But I did pop into your stream earlier, Hussy, just to lurk, and you have been spreading misinformation. I'm calling Maxwell tomorrow.
Bitch. Why the fuck not? Why the fuck not? You have every day.
Oh, Hussy, you're such a baby.
Yeah, I am.
You are. Big crybaby.
50-something-year-old baby boy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You really gotta run to your lawyer every time someone talks shit, but you're gonna sit up there and say,
But I can't call him wonky eyes. I can't call him wonky eyes, but you can call me a fraud and a scam.
Yeah, and
Why are you like slow? Are you?
it's not slander or defamation if that is the popular opinion, and it's not just an opinion, Hussy. It's the general consensus. Okay? You have done multiple things that constitute being a fraud. Okay? You don't get to hide behind the attorney shield anymore. But you can keep doing it because it makes you a glorious cow. Thank you, Violet. I appreciate you so much. She was the queen. I was her king. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
You slow, low IQ. I mean,
have a higher
if it's good for
you.
you, no, I don't think so.
Put geese in the
think
chat, guys.
That's why your chat
Wanna
is
talk about
miserable.
how you
That's why.
grab-
You
Oh,
have
here we
zero
go.
fucking super chats
Here we
for
go.
6-hour fucking
You
stream.
want to stiff
You
some
are
more
fucking
cab drivers
pathetic.
after you
Talk about me
sexually
every
harass
fucking
them?
day. Your commentary
Uh-huh,
fucking
and?
sucks.
Well, wait a minute. How come you can talk about people every day, but nobody else can? I'm calling Maxwell.
You're
Can I
not
call my
fucking
husband
fair.
at his job?
Call your
Hussy?
fucking husband. Who the fuck gives a shit about you, your husband, or anybody fucking else? Go smoke
Well, you're up there honking like a goose about it, so apparently you care.
husband. Who the fuck gives a shit about you, your husband, or anybody fucking else? Go smoke another fucking cigarette. Keep slandering me, bitch. Keep
Nobody's
fucking
slandering you.
slandering me.
Go file another frivolous lawsuit. Get labeled a vexatious litigant. Drag your counsel into it. Drag Fallon. Oh, wait, you already drug Fallon into your hemisphere of shit, didn't you? Didn't you? Holy shit. I documented her stream. And when I say document, I don't mean downloaded or what. I counted everything she did. And in Hussy's world, according to his affidavits that he's filed, in my opinion, some of them were absolutely false, some of the claims. She had committed about 14 infractions. 14 actionable infractions. Does that mean I'm going to sue? No. I'm not a little bitch.
Okay?
Call
That's
Daddy
all
lawyer.
I'm telling
Prove
you.
the
bitch.
damages.
I got
Prove
three
the financial
You
damages.
go shut up and go kiss your
Prove the
fucking wonky eyes.
I will.
Go kiss him, man.
I will.
Yeah, go do it. You're fucking ugly too,
will.
bitch. You're fucking ugly
You
too,
see me?
bitch.
I look
You're
fucking good as
ugly.
fuck.
Says the guy that looks like a basset hound carrying around an extra chromosome that he stole from Beth, you asshole. Sorry, Beth.
I look
I love
good
you.
as fuck. You're just bad.
That's
I'm
why you're
younger
gay.
than you.
Look at my icon. Before, after.
For you. You're all fucking losers. What?
Oh, your mama said he's gonna start covering him. He'll have 1,200 to 1,500 live viewing eyes on his fuck shit. Oh, I'm glad we can lay the foundation for that, Hussy. I'm glad we can air everything out. I'll be more than happy to provide yo mama with everything he needs, putting all of our past behind whatever. I think we're past that anyway. It's been years. I'll provide him with everything 1,200 people need to see. He did. He stole your chromosome, Beth. What the fuck is wrong with this guy? He's a fraud. He's a chromosome broker.
Yes.
Hello,
Shame
Pill.
on you for sitting down and not being true to yourself with these fucking assholes.
Shame on you,
Huh?
Walker.
Yeah, go
Come
ahead.
join the
No.
Hussy.
Why don't you
Shame
put
on
your
you.
picture out there?
How dare you?
Look
How
at
dare
you.
you not defend Carrie like you did? How dare you?
Yeah, of
I'm
course.
gonna sue all of you. I'm
her
not
super
going
chats,
Maxwell
you guys.
right now. All
Yeah.
my stars, it's a damn disaster, and I know it. You like to cuddle?
What do you want me to say? I can't get a word in. What do you want me to say?
No, you know what? Why did you turn on me? I didn't do shit
Thank
to
you,
you.
Elizabeth.
Why did it? Well, I mean, it's best to turn on you now before you turn on them, right? And no, I don't like the cuddle. You're the reason I won't do Uber. Well, that I don't want to get shot in the back of the head by some drunk Basset clown. Hey, what's up, Recliner Goddess? Thank you so much. We are 3 out of 10 on that goal for the mystery package giveaway, and I'm going to hook it up. You can ask anybody else that's got mystery packages from me. I don't poop in a bag and send it. I send you tangible goods.
I didn't do shit to you. I treated you, and this Britney fucking ugly ass bitch.
Fucking,
I
this fucking Britney fucking walkie fucking on fucking.
didn't do shit to you. Allow you to
This.
allow you
You're
to
worried
fucking
about
come on my
me.
channel,
Listen,
promote your
listen,
fucking
listen,
channel.
listen.
No. I don't have to
Listen.
fucking listen. You guys are all fucking desperate Klaus chasers, and you
Well,
I'm sorry, what's a Klaus? You mean like the German last name Klaus?
cannot,
No,
you cannot say what you honestly truly believe in because all of y'all are fake. You think by following the popular vote.
Oh, so you get to be fake and call me fake and with impunity. I never, sir. I never.
Stop it. Stop it!
You're gonna grow your channel and
Thank
make
you,
money.
Sunshine.
Just look at y'all.
is the
Just
popular
keep
vote
slandering
that you're
me,
a weird
and
little
you'll be
guy that
holding
can't
hands
go for an
with.
answer?
Keep slandering me, and you'll be holding hands with Hecate and Tragic and G-Man. Now,
Oh,
How's that working out for you? Is that working out really good for you? How's it working out with P9? Is that work? How's that relationship going?
shut up. I was covering Hecate long before you wanted to come up and start pedo-jacketing me over me making a joke that was fucking right. Nothing.
By the way, after this, he went and cried. So Fallon and Charlie and everybody would give him ash pat money. I'm sad.
Say, Hussy.
That shut you up quick, huh?
Yeah. Well, it don't take much to shut him up.
Hello.
And Hussy, I turned on you because of exactly this behavior. This.
Exactly.
You're doing now.
This behavior. And this is why
Uh-huh.
Carrie lost all her fucking friends. Is because you know how she says she was an attack dog for you, and you say you were an attack dog for her. You were both attack dogs for each other, both gassing each other up and telling your audience blatant lies about anyone that would say anything against you, like
I don't know
a
anything
big
about-
bitch bee.
I can vouch for Hussy doing that. I don't know anything about Carrie. But again, I say, if grace is given to me, far be it from me to not give grace and space to somebody else. I would be a hypocrite. I would be...
Which is why I called you guys big bitch babies, and then you wanted to throw a hissy fit, and now
A hussy
6
fit.
months later, you're going to throw around. You gotta get all whiny about a community cannibalism joke I made like 6 months ago.
He was going to
Bye.
sue over that.
I'll let you back up if you come up. Maybe it was just me.
Dude's from Manhattan. He lives in New York City, and he can't even come on the internet and handle a panel of women and a guy without crying his eyes out. Yeah, legal blindness is your problem, I'm sure.
And dumb, but funny that I say one goddamn thing about how you do to me exactly.
Okay, so it's a panel of girls. It's a panel of she. See, I can't. You can't expect me to know the unknown, right?
What you sue people for. Exactly what you sue people for. But you know what, Hussy? I'm not going to end up fucking suing you. You know why? Because it worked out for me. Thanks.
Exactly. And she got a $10 super chat. How about that, Hussy? How about you? How about you? So before we get...
exactly.
I got a backup.
Oh,
thing. Sorry
okay.
about that.
Fun with a baseball bat.
Okay, this is going to be interesting. I got to adjust the levels though, because That last video was quiet. I had it cranked up to 11. So, God, I had to see that. I had to see what made him cry. And I knew it was nothing. I knew it was nothing. He just came in like... He came in... I'm the victim. He creates situations in which he could be the victim of. So he could sit around and cry, get money. It's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. It reminds me of... There was a period of time in 2022, after COVID, I think we all got COVID and lost our minds. And we all were saying and doing a lot of fuck shit. Most of us were just saying things, but there were a lot of people going IRL and doing shit, you know, like Hussy, making false police reports. He hasn't stopped. He still thinks it's 2022 when we were all into blood sports. Isabella, thank you so much for pushing us closer to our goal. That's right. No rush, guys. We got 2 hours. And anybody who helps contribute to the goal is in for the giveaway. We will draw that wiener tomorrow if I go live, or I will do the drawing on the What It Is podcast tomorrow night, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time with me and McHenry Cruiser. So, yeah, that's his whole shtick. Boo-hoo, poor me, give me money. I'll sue you. Go fuck yourself. How about that? Can you manage that? You got a candy cane dick? Can you turn it around? Is it malleable like taffy? If so, fuck yourself. So, I've never seen anybody want to be a part of the drama so bad, but just wants to be the only one that could do anything, right? I ain't lied about him. I ain't slandered him, defamed him, or nothing. I tuned into his stream. Well, actually, you know what? Coordinated hate campaign. Let's talk about that for a second. Who told Fallon to snipe me and say all those horrendous things to inflict psychological trauma using a deceased person? That was you, Kenny. That was you, buddy. You did that. Nobody else did that. You did that. And guess who did it? Guess who you weaponized? Guess who your attack dog is now? Fallon. That's right. So everything you say proves to be projection. You're the only one coordinating a hate campaign. You and... God damn, dude. All right, let's get into this next video. This is Rose Thorne. Rose, yes, I've drugged Rose for filth. We all drug each other. But she was a good friend of Hussy's, like good friend. And there was this whole to-do about air conditioners and all this other stuff. But he's been doing this crybaby bum routine for almost 6 years now. Help me defeat bullying because I'm a grown-ass man. Okay. What would you call what Fallon did? Is that bullying? Would that be bullying? Yes, it would. Thank you, Cash App person. I'm going to send you over a heart. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, honey. Let's go ahead and get into this.
Hypocrite. And
Uh-oh.
go on here.
All right, here we go.
Hello, everybody. Rose here. So today I wanted to make a very brief video on Miss Hussy and him being hypocrite. And right now he is being a bit of a hypocrite, and I will explain why as the video progresses. So 2 days ago, Miss Hussy did
Peace sells, but who's buying?
a Twitch stream where he talked about several people, myself included, and he had a few choice comments about me, and I wanted to show you guys what he said about me in the Twitch stream.
Oh.
So let me just go ahead and
he talked shit about a friend. Imagine that. You're going to be able to make parallels between her and Carrie. And if you've had a falling out with him, yourself and Rose. And welcome Rudolph to the Just Cause tier.
Miss Hussy stream.
Right, Daria? Hey, he wants to drudge up the past. Pistachio threatened me. I put that on the counter because it's a coordinated hate campaign. Not his imaginary one. It's an actual coordinated hate campaign. So their threats get counted together now. She told me to watch it. I called her bluff. Do what you gotta do, honey. Do what you gotta do, honey.
And there he is. Let me go ahead and turn down the volume first because he tends to be very, very loud. I'm gonna blow out my speakers.
This is Rose Thorne.
Let me show you what he said. It's brief, but it's important to this sort of react video.
Okay, I'll take it. And she can continue having fun with her baseball bat.
Okay, hold on.
Exactly.
Okay, let me give you some context to the baseball bat. Rose Thorne is a cam girl. I'm gonna leave it at that. It involves a ball bat. We had great laughs.
I gotta back up a bit. Sorry
Okay.
about that.
Fun with her baseball bat.
Doggone it.
How much
She
you-
owns it.
I don't care.
She don't care.
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to nail exactly where it's at.
How much you make it? How much you
Oh
make it?
shit!
Okay.
Oh, Duncan Cookie sent me a goat trophy. I am the greatest of all turds. Thank you, 1,000 jewels. That's a lot of jewels for my booty. Anyway, thank you so much. Appreciate the love and support tonight, guys.
There we go. There's the part I was looking for.
Hello, young DJ. You running your errands and listening to me? Okay, I'll take it.
Charlene was the last old school friend he had. Everybody he's got now is new. And Fallon, I saw your claim about 9/11. How disgusting. But I expect nothing less from you than to lie about helping people during 9/11, right? And bullying's illegal. I may have to file a police report, Fallon, because it's illegal. You said it was, so that's what I'm gonna tell him.
And she can continue having fun with her baseball bat. Exactly, Rose who?
You'll
Notice
tell
how
it,
I
man.
didn't
Anything.
even acknowledge it, Ancho? I didn't acknowledge it. I didn't make a video. She can stay in her corner. Stay in her corner. I don't care. I didn't even
corner?
watch.
Hussy, Hussy, Hussy.
The-
The way you lie to your audience and they actually believe you. They actually believed that you didn't watch my video or videos because I've done more than one on you. We both know that's a lie. You watched the videos.
You're a
You
whole
were
ass lie,
probably
girl.
watching my videos to see if there was anything that you could talk about in your live stream and say, oh, she lied about me. And you're probably not reacting to them because you know that everything I said was the truth.
Sound familiar?
Hussy's a very outspoken person.
You mean he's got a
He's
big
very
fucking mouth?
outspoken and he's not afraid to speak his mind.
Well, his mind is mush, and he needs to zip it. Actually, you know what? Don't zip it. Don't zip it. Keep talking. Dude, look at my farmer tan. It's out of control. Look at that. Italian up top. The Irish on the bottom.
But if he's
I'm not
not
Italian.
addressing something,
I'm Iraqi.
it's because he
Iranian.
knows that it's
Persian.
the truth and he can't go against the truth. The things I've said about Hussy were true. Absolutely true.
And Rose wasn't known to lie. All right? She's an open cam girl. Right? I never knew her to lie. We gave her hell because she was friends with that goofball. That's what.
That's why he won't address anything I've said.
That's another theme.
Because I've lied about nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Address
I
it,
don't have
Hussy.
to lie. The truth is damning enough.
Uh-huh. Sure is.
He won't show my videos. He won't react to my videos because he knows I told the truth about everything I said. On top of that, let me say this. Let me point out some of the differences between Miss Hussy and myself. As far as being on YouTube, I came into the reaction community and I'm still a part of it.
She is.
I've been part of it for a
To
while.
this day.
And the people that I've known for several months, that I began talking to for several months, I'm still talking to. I have the same friends that I did several months ago. Hussy can't make that claim. He can't.
Nope.
Because there's a literal graveyard that he has of past relationships that he murdered off.
Oh, are you going to sue her now? Are you going to sue her for saying you murdered relationships? It's called a euphemism. Yeah. I think he needs to expand his vocabulary. Not everything is an actionable offense. But that shit Fallon did was.
That he killed off by betraying and hurting all the people that were once his friends. Me? Never. Why? Because I look at friendship as a priceless gift. And I would never betray or hurt the people that I talk to and that I care about.
I mean,
Hussy, if you're friends with Hussy, if he's friends with you, it's because it benefits him in some way.
wow. Wow, we're slandering and defaming him, even though everybody for nearly 6 years has said the exact same thing. That's why we have gathered here today, ladies and germs.
All of his friendships are transactional.
Ah,
He can pick up a friendship, he can drop a friendship like that without batting an eyelash. I put a tremendous amount of value on friendship, and I would never dream of hurting or betraying my friends. Not for any reason, not for any amount of money. So for those people
speed it up a
on
little bit.
Hussy's channel, that if you're coming here, you're looking for the tea on Hussy, you're looking for things to report back to Miss Hussy, I'm asking you to take a moment and think about the person that Hussy is and the person that I am. And look at our history with the way that I've treated people and the way that he's treated people.
Oh.
Take a look at the difference. The fact that I've been on YouTube for as long as I have, the channel that I'm on, I've always had it. I've never lost it. And more importantly than that, the people that I'm friends with, I've always been friends with. I don't have to hop from group to group and community to community looking for new friends because I betray the original group of friends.
So he thinks he's created this other channel, which he's doing nothing on. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna wear that out. And he thinks that he can create this other channel because it's a second chance program. He's right about the second chance thing, the whatever they call it, the clemency. And it was during COVID for misinformation, which it came out that it wasn't misinformation. They were just banning people because it was an obvious agenda. I fell into that category. I couldn't get banned for anything else, so people went for the COVID rule because that's what I was banned for. Misinformation. And then I went to Twitch. And then when they enacted this rule, I came back and I was allowed to do it. I just, on a whim, was like, okay, cool, put my name in, everything. It's my name. It's under my name. Not my grandma's, you know, not my caretakers, not my peanut boils. Mine.
That's something that Hussy has a history with, not me. Also, I've never lied on people. I've never told lies about people. Hussy's done that. He did it to me. You guys remember that whole big, ridiculous, outrageous debacle with the swamp cooler? It's so stupid. It's funny. But my swamp cooler is the most famous swamp cooler on YouTube. It's stupid.
It is.
The whole debacle that came about because Hussy got into a live stream and he claimed that the money that D. Higgins gave me as a gift, which was none of his business, that was just something between her and I. He got into a live stream and he said, I took the money and I pocketed the money. That same day, I did a very short video. I didn't say anything negative to Hussy. I just did a video showing the swamp cooler in my house, which ticked him off because his lie got exposed all the way out there.
Well, that and her bedroom is bigger than his Section 8 peanut boil receptacle.
He did a live stream after that to save face, saying that I pocketed most of the money. He wanted to save face by telling a lie on me.
Wow, so he lies and it's okay, right? This was before he found Snackwell, right? But he lied on everybody. He lies on everybody. He's actively lying on me. He's actively lying on Carrie. Actively lying on Gigi. I just like to tell him that I have found my integration into one other community to be quite pleasant. Because once I started hanging out and talking to people in a Discord with Carrie's community, I found that there's a lot of people there that have known of me for years, almost 10 years, some people, right? And everybody is super cool, super forgiving, welcoming, and I mean, just understanding, right? And to think, Hussy, I don't know what this Shantyverse is fucked anyway, okay? The Shantyverse is fucked. I've had my run-ins with the Shantyverse for years. They've said, those people have said a lot of fucked up shit to me, exploited things, lied. I'm not going to get into that. So I don't know what happened prior to my integration, but it's been a pleasant experience. There's no ops. There's no coordinated hate campaign. A lot of laughs. A lot of people that are real human beings. I've enjoyed it because I have been, what do you call it? I've been isolated for like nearly 2 years. A self-imposed exile, if you will.
So, putting everybody else's...
It's hard to trust people. After the last 2 years, it's really hard to trust anybody. So I just don't, spill the beans all over the floor.
Side and the lies that he's told on people, and he's told plenty. Just the lie he told on me. Saying that I pocketed money that I got as a gift from somebody, trying to paint me as some sort of a dishonest thief.
Thank you, Joy.
And when I exposed the lie as being a lie, he tried to save the lie.
He does. That's how he operates. And thank you, Joy. I want to touch on that for a second. He screams to the heavens that I'm a problem. I'm dangerous. I'm this, I'm that. Then why does he keep fucking with me? And I ain't bothered, right? I'm just, what I'm doing is I'm laughing at him. We're going to be laughing at Fallon this week. By the way, I just went through about 3 hours of videos and documentation on her. And wow, what a psycho. Shit, what was my point? Oh, yeah, so if I'm so problematic, dangerous, and all this other stuff, why you keep poking me? It seems like you would make me persona non grata. I was persona non grata for nearly a year. A year, until I started covering your... So it's the day that I put a retainer down and sought counsel about how to handle you and the truth. That's what I started. Then suddenly, you're like, oh, your lack of views and lack of community and income loss is on you. Nobody else has done that. It's your words up here. It's your words on your channel. Right? See, it'd be hard for me to sue you because I'd have to prove income loss. You're beating a dead horse.
By making a live stream and saying, oh, I pocketed most of the money. Hussy, how could you possibly know that if you weren't in the room when I bought it? You don't know the price of the item that I bought. You weren't here. And like I said, that whole situation was none of your business anyway, because that was a gift from one friend to another friend. And this friend that gave me the money was the same one that gave you 500 plus for the Apple iMac that you own that you don't even use.
Wow. Sound familiar? Sound familiar? Yeah, sounds real familiar.
And that's not counting the thousands of dollars that she gave you in super chats when your channel was active.
So, right on, Isabella.
You feel it's okay to criticize somebody getting a gift of money for an item, and yet that same person gave you money for something for you?
See the theme here? Are you seeing the theme? Anybody else gets, it's all his money. He's not the only channel that's like this. There are a bunch of other reactors out there that are just like this. And they've all been isolated in their own corners because Hussy is problematic. He's totally problematic, right?
You don't think that's kind of hypocritical? I do. I really, really do. Also, something that Hussy said a while back, he said that I used him. He claims that I used him, I guess for clout or something to that degree. How
was all
exactly did I use you?
2022.
Explain that to me, Hussy. How did I use you? How did I use you when, at the time that we knew each other, our channels were about the same size? Your channel was starting to grow, and then you lost your channel. You lost it because Chantal got you because of the rough language. So you lost your channel.
Oh,
And then when
really?
you lost your channel and you created another one, it
What's
was
up,
the
Davey?
reaction channels and all the people on them that got behind you. And they tweeted everybody. And they posted things on their YouTube channels to let people know where to find you. And I was one of those people. But I
Wow.
used you.
I think I was one of those people too. He lost his mind when I got with Clara. He was one of many, but hey, it's all good. It's all good. I go to bed alone. I piss the bed and cry myself to sleep every night. It's okay. Everybody can like me now.
You, right? I used you. Like I said, the channel that I'm on right now is the channel I've always had. I've never lost it, never even had a strike, because I follow TOS. I do my content here. I don't have a problem.
Let's talk about all the support you had and threw away, Hussy. You had everybody on your side. What's up, Russ? You had everybody on your side, right? You had everybody on your side because you were suing people that everybody didn't like, right? You had all the support. You had the views. You had the audience. All you had to do was nurture it. That's all you had to do. But you are just like anybody else. I say this not as a broad brushstroke, but I've just noticed this pattern. If the people I've run into on here, like Hussy, that are morbidly obese and have had weight loss surgery, these are just coincidences, I guess, are the greediest people. Every time they get ahead, they never stop. They can't stop while they're ahead. He can never stop while he's ahead. He has to take more and more and more and more. Talk about you, Russ. Hi, Russ. Hey, guys, it's Russ in the chat. Hi, Russ. There.
So how can you say that I used you? Also, was I using you all those times that I took up for you, publicly and privately? Was I using you then?
Malignant narcissist.
You don't know how much crap I got
Greedy
for
pig.
knowing you. All the people that were coming to my channel and saying,
Hussy started going after you when you and Death fell out. Oh yeah, the human ashtray. Yeah, that's right. See those days, a lot of that's a blur because there was so much happening all at once, and I fell into that loop of, well, if I just keep talking about what people did and go in extra hard, then it will yield a result. I was the epitome of insanity. I was doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result each time.
all the people that were coming to my channel and saying in the comments, I don't like Miss Hussy. I don't like him, so I'm going to unsubscribe.
That's not everybody that struggled with their weight and had surgery, by the way. I'm just speaking from my experiences on the internet. It has been a cycle of people who I can't relate to, right? Okay, Recliner says, listen, my 52nd birthday is on 9/5. I'm going to need that grab bag package to deal with getting older. Love to the chat, but I'm going to need that. I tell you what, Recliner, we'll still do a giveaway. But you've been, if you want to, my email is posted on a community tab from the other day with the giveaway. Email me and I will send you one. I'll send you one. It only costs a couple bucks to ship it out.
Subscribe from you. And if anybody remembers, I got cracked in the Negative Nation repeatedly.
Oh, shit. So I haven't heard that word spoken online in a while. This is the Negative Nation, by the way.
And if anybody remembers, I got crap from the Negative Nation repeatedly because I was friends with Hussy and because I took up for him.
You're seeing another pattern, right? Another pattern. This is why I hold true to that. if you're in good with him, then it's hard for me to not just see that you're probably on his level, because water seeks its own level, right? But the people he's got now have proven it. M. Storm has no problem exploiting somebody taking their own life to get one over on somebody because she didn't get the phone number and address. And then you got Fallon, who absolutely hates Shannon Watts, who was butchered along with her children and her unborn child by Chris Watts. She thinks that's cool, and she exploited Clara. Yeah, I have a P.O. box. P.O. Box 874, Connorsville, Indiana, 47331.
But somehow I used him. Was I also using you, Hussy? When you were on the phone with me and you were telling me that you could not figure out how to use your Apple iMac, and I tried to help you by suggesting tutorials for you to watch on YouTube, sending you links to those tutorials, saying, please watch these.
He wants everybody to hold his dick while he pisses. He can't do anything by himself. I don't think he had a nanny till he was in his 20s. I think he had a home health care aide. I think he had that, because I don't believe that his disability, it's just my opinion, sue me, call Snackwell. I think his disability is mental, and he's incapable of caring for himself totally. You don't have a maid. People on Social Security disability don't have maids. They don't live in $1 million apartments. They don't pay $5,000 a month rent because you don't get that much.
So you know what to do on the computer. And I sat up for 2 hours on the phone one night trying to help you set up OBS so you could do a React video. Was I using you then? No.
That's Peanut. She's an OBS, an old bitchy simp.
No, I did all that because you were my friend, and because I cared about you, and because I wanted to help you.
I think he's remedial. That's what I think. He doesn't behave like a normal adult.
So what is this crap that I used you? What is this absolute crap that I used you? In what capacity? Be
5 out of 10,
specific.
guys.
How did I use you?
Yeah. No, address it. Address it. How did she use you, Hussy? Oh, that's right. She didn't. You used her. Just like you used Gary for her audience, right? See, there's a pattern here. You pull up old shit because you need to, you're swinging wildly in the dark, right? Trying to make any leadway, right? I cover the past because it's applicable to present times, because you're still the same way, and you shouldn't be able to go around and gaslight and lie to people and still behave the same, right? You always, hey, it's old shit, it's old shit. Okay, so it's either bad or it's good. You can't have it both ways.
I find it incredible that someone like yourself, that you're making claims that I used you. You're someone that you use other people, and that can be proved. That can absolutely be proved.
Exactly, Anna. I had to teach
I
myself.
don't use people, Hussy. You do.
Took hours.
You do. You won't address any of my videos about you because you know I'm telling the truth.
Yeah, Taurus guy, that's a great point. That's a great point. He says, Taurus says, Hussy says that he didn't get views for being friendly with Carrie, but says I am for being associated with her. Let me tell you something, brother. Maybe, yes. Yes, some of her audience watches me. Yes. She pulls about 200 views per stream, right? I don't even know what I'm sitting at, like 91, 103, right? And prior to that, I was starting to get up there again, right? I'm not discounting. She has been kind. Her audience has been kind. Yes. But if I was fully benefiting, I would have 200 viewers, right? And if I was fully benefiting from my fictional BFF relationship with Gigi, wouldn't I have closer to 300? You see what I'm saying? I see your logic just is not logic. It is paranoia. It is you victimizing yourself every time somebody is doing something good. Here's a tip. Don't watch it. Something pisses you off, shut your mouth, log off, take a walk. I know that's terrifying. Take a drink of water, And chill.
There's not a single thing that I've said that's a lie. When I talk about you, I don't go for your looks, how you look. I don't go there.
No, she doesn't. That's the first place he goes, right? Sir Arlen of Penny, I can never remember that last part. Penny Tree. Anyway, Fallon doesn't like Chris. She gave money to him, knows his ma, and blames Shannon for the murders. Totally rational. He was convicted. All of his body language was it pointed. He was a liar. He's a psycho. But then again, have you looked at Fallon's dead mackerel eyes? There's no life in those. There's no happiness. It's dead. And when you hear her talk so seamlessly about the deceased and trying to hurt people, that's her shtick. And that's why we're going to get into her past, because she's obviously gotten worse, or she's the same, right? We did the Save Robbie video. We're going to be doing more. I got and the lies about 9/11, the books, the Emmy. God, come on. If you haven't accomplished it, don't lie. Accomplish something and then talk about it.
That's just not me.
Who brags about helping people that
No,
were
I'm going to speak the truth
harmed
about you in a video.
terrorist attack? Yeah, he
When our
confessed.
friendship ended, I didn't say anything because it wasn't time. I held back because I felt it wasn't time.
Thank
But it's
you,
been a
Sir
year.
Allen.
And you still keep putting my name in your mouth. And you're going to learn. That's a bad idea. And I want to make something clear to everybody. If I do videos about Hussy, it's not about revenge. It's about setting the facts straight.
You hear that, Hussy? This would benefit you greatly. Instead of like trying to make other people look bad, and why don't you just present facts instead of screaming and yelling? I don't know if you've noticed, but I think it was your stream earlier today. You had a title in there, and it totally wasn't that. And you had viewers, and then they dropped off. I'll tell you right now that Gigi and myself are not good for views. I've been saying this for years. Not good for views. So I don't know why you're doing it, because you're totally destroying you're running your audience off. You're killing your numbers. And the algorithm is dominated by me at the present time, because I kind of know what I'm doing, I guess. I don't know, with hashtags. Because if you go and look and search his channel, one of the first things that come up is his channel and then my playlist, The Fall of Miss Hussy. Why would that be? Because it's not just my videos in there. It's a lot of videos.
Because for over a year, he said a whole lot of things about me.
Kalari.
And because I didn't say anything back, he felt more emboldened to say
Calorie.
things about me because I wasn't talking back.
Because he's a bully. He only punches down on women. And the shit he's doing with me is violently regarded. The shit he's doing with Gigi, I mean, I don't know how... Look, man, I know that gay man could be sassy as fuck. All right? And that's... I mean, but in the same instance, same thing. He's digging up old shit and being like, oh... That's like saying, oh, Hitler got dragged by Churchill 80 years ago. He's what he's doing. It's fucking cringe, man. But it's like a slap fight with Hussy. He tries to have a slap fight with everybody, but he wants to be the big bully.
To say things about me because I wasn't talking back. Well, that's over. That's absolutely over. You tell a lie about me, Hussy, you say anything untrue, I'm going to make a video. We're going to set things straight.
You hear that?
People need to know the truth if you tell a lie. I'll be very happy to expose it. But it's not about revenge. This is about just setting the facts straight. So let's get into the hypocritical part of this React video.
Ah, shit. What the hell happened there?
Because there is a lot of hypocrisy where Hussy is.
Yeah.
And I want to kind of expose it a little bit.
Absolutely.
So Hussy still has things to say about me being a sex worker. I've already told everybody on my channel, yes, I'm a cam girl. That's what I do off of YouTube. There's no shame in that. Someone who doesn't have a job has no business talking about anybody else who has a job, no matter what that job is.
Wow, another theme
So,
of his.
He wants to try to shame me for being a sex worker. Here's what I find very interesting about that. Hussy, you know someone who's a sex worker. You are friends with somebody who's a sex worker. Your good friend Tragic is on OnlyFans.
Oh, shit.
Doing adult material.
I love it.
Nothing to say about that?
No. No, because he wants that dick. That's why.
So I'm a sex worker, but you have a good male friend that is on OnlyFans, but no criticism about that at all. None at all. Interesting.
Nope.
Also, you have a female friend, Vicky, that she is now doing BDSM videos on YouTube. And I want everybody to know there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all.
Yeah, Traj did OnlyFans because several years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, I dumped my pic in my Discord to troll, and it made the rounds, and people, it was like, I don't know, people lost their minds again. And then, but Tragic, being the idiot that he is, posted his in there, and I had a chuckle. I was like, my God, get that Tic Tac out of that giant's fingers.
I've talked about BDSM here on my channel in the past. If you're involved with that lifestyle, there's nothing wrong with that. I've also heard that Vicky also plans to be on OnlyFans. So Vicky is planning to be on OnlyFans. Nothing to say about that, Hussy? Nothing?
Nope.
For the record, y'all, I got nothing bad to say about Vicky. I don't know her. We've never had any dealings. She seems like a very sweet person. Just because she's friends with Hussy, just because of their friendship, I feel that's no reason to go for her.
Well, I mean, we did anyway, because that is kind of rule of thumb. If you are in cahoots with that idiot online, while he's out here intimidating, harassing, using coercion and suing people and making false police reports and doxing, then I just don't. Just be his friend offline, because it's not a good look. Not that I'm going to go there now.
Yeah, I wouldn't feel
I
right
don't give a
doing that.
shit.
You know, if she's not wronging me, I'm not going to wrong her. She can be friends with him if she wants to.
Charlene and Carrie got away.
Nothing
Everybody
bad
else,
to say about Vicky.
they're on their own.
But I'm only bringing her up because of him being a hypocrite.
Yep, giant
There's
one.
one person already on OnlyFans, another person who plans to be on OnlyFans. Nothing bad to say about those who are his friends, but I'm someone that we're no longer friends, and he's going to try to tear me apart in multiple live streams.
54 people.
Sorry, Hussy, that makes you a hypocrite. That makes you a big, big hypocrite. Huge. Enormous.
Emphasis on big and enormous.
Nothing wrong with being a sex worker or doing anything adult. Every person has the right to do what they want with their own body. But I just think it's outrageous that you know someone who's on OnlyFans, you're friends with somebody who's on OnlyFans doing adult content, you're also friends with somebody who's got plans to do so. Not a word of criticism for those people.
Nope.
Only for someone that you're no longer friends with.
Only if it benefits him. That's it. If you're friends with him, it has to benefit him. If you're his enemy, it has to benefit him. Where he fucked up this time was that, and he's always fucked up like this. This is how he goes out. This is before he loses the channel. This is what he does. Is he starts doing the most. He starts, and it kills his views, it kills his money, it kills his channel. He runs everybody off. And then he has to start all over again. Charlene was the last OG. She's gone. What's up, Gypsy?
So I guess the feeling is, if Hussy's good with you, he won't say anything bad about you at the time, but once there's a falling out, then he's going to use that same information that he's learned about you to go after you, to say a bunch of crap.
Uh-huh.
That's not a genuine person.
Nope.
To me, that speaks of bad character, dishonesty.
Apparently Vicky's still his friend. I don't really care. That's her problem, you know. But she got the fuck out of this drama world because she wasn't built for it. He's not built for it. He just acquired a shield named Maxwell that is since shattered.
Someone who will be friends with you and act like everything's okay and they approve of everything you do, and then the moment that you're not good.
Oh yeah, David the Leprechaun. Yeah, I forgot about him. Yeah. So he's got David. It's an OG. I mean, but that's a beneficial. Hussy has to have that friendship or he can't get paid.
They're going to take those same things they learned about you and then go after you. And he seems to have a history of that. Oh, this is also kind of off topic from the hypocrisy around being a sex worker. So, Hussy, in that live stream, this one, you made a comment and you're trying to shame me for my dumpster diving again. Which again, there's nothing wrong with dumpster diving. But you're trying to imply that I was going to carry a used mattress to my house. Let me point something out to everybody. All right, let me stand up. Y'all see me, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm 136 pounds, and I live alone.
Well, it's one thing you have in common with her, Hussy, living alone, but you're about 3.5, 4 of her?
I live in an apartment that's on the 2nd floor. To get to my apartment, you have to get through a locked gate and 2 sets of stairs. Can y'all imagine me trying to carry a mattress by myself down a street alone and through a locked gate up 2 sets of stairs? Yeah, I can't either. That just seems absolutely illogical to me. But he was trying to imply that I carry home dirty, used mattresses. Y'all.
He's trying to bring home dirty, used cab drivers. I don't know what he's bitching about.
I'm a dumpster diver, but there are just some things you don't bring home. Mattresses being at the top of the list. That's disgusting.
Well, maybe Hussy did. Maybe he had a cab driver carry it up.
Trying to shame me for dumpster diving again. And trying to imply that I bring home dirty, used mattresses. A, that's disgusting. B, not physically possible. So, in closing, I would like to say this to those that are watching. Those on my channel and those people that are part of Hussy's channel. Because I know that all of you are going to be watching this and reporting back to Hussy. For those people over there that you're believing Hussy's bullshit. He's painting this negative picture of me and has been for over a year. And you're believing.
Wow. Another friend. That was good to him. I mean, okay. His bullshit about saying everybody's to hate this, slander, defamation. It's all bullshit. It's him. She's not saying anything that people that have met him in the last 2 years that had a falling out haven't said. We've all been saying it. It's who he is.
Believing it. I would like to ask you to think for yourselves for just a moment. Just sit back and just think for yourselves for just a moment and think about this. All the facts I just presented to you. That I'm someone, I've been on YouTube for a while. I got the same channel I've always had. I got the same friendships with people that I've had for months. I've never had to change groups or communities because I never betrayed anybody. I never lied on anyone. I never hurt anyone. That's something that Hussy has done. Never told lies on Hussy.
Time and time again.
Never lied about him. I don't lie. I tell the truth. So if you're someone who's trying to judge a situation and you've got 2 people and one of them is honest and sincere, non-problematic, they're true to who they are and their audience, versus someone who is problematic, very emotional, lies on people, scams people. And yeah, he did scam people. He got a computer with the promise that he was going to use it to make edited videos, and he never did.
Ah, yes, that old chestnut. Remember that? Y'all remember that? He just had to have that. He's like a child. I got to have the iMac. Don't even know how to use it. He's taking pictures of his monitor for thumbnails. You can see his rage chunks all over the monitor in the picture. Yeah? He said he was going to make all this exquisite content, and all he did was did a vlog of him going to get it and then brag about it. That's all he did.
Who is the more believable one? Who is the more trustworthy one? That if you're listening to what they have to say, who are you going to believe more? Don't look at the words. Look at the actions. Look at the character.
Ah.
Look beyond the image. Just who that person is for real. I spoke so much truth about Hussy that he won't address it.
Never
because
will.
he can't point out a single thing that I've said that he can say is a lie. Because I don't lie.
You can't look
I
at
don't
that
have
either.
to. You got the truth, that's all you need. It's ironclad.
It is.
If you're someone and you're friends with Hussy, and God help you if you're a good friend, I have this to say.
Listen.
All of his friendships are transactional. He likes to pick women to be his friends, especially his best friend.
Uh-huh.
And if he picks you to be his best friend, there's a reason why. It's because your friendship benefits him in some way. It goes beyond friendship. He's purposely picking you to be his best friend for a reason. It could be because you're very attractive. It could be because you're of good character. And because you're a good character, he's using you as a shield for his bad reputation.
Aha.
Or to add credibility to his credibility.
Mm-hmm.
He's done it in the past. When a lot of people were hating on him, he would bring D. Higgins up on panel because a lot of people liked D. Higgins. Again,
And he did her fucking dirty. Dirty as fuck, boy. He did. The people who are the kindest to him, he does the dirtiest. Right? I just posted a screenshot on my community tab showing how you two are both live right now. And okay, let me get over to that after this video.
because a lot of people liked D. Higgins.
It's his fault. He's
Again,
killing his channel.
trying to add her credibility and her likability to his own because his reputation and his credibility was trash. That is a fact. I don't think he was ever a good friend to D. Higgins.
No, he wasn't.
I mean, proof of that is the fact that when she just simply tried to back away, he punished her by going after her. If you're friends with somebody, you don't flip that fast.
Does that sound familiar? That sounds really familiar. Sounds like what he did to Carrie. He did it to D. He did it to Carrie. People just try to back away, and he can't handle it. It's like he has an extreme version of borderline personality disorder. I don't think that's it. I think he is. I don't know what he is. I'm not going to diagnose him. I'm not Kyler, and I'm not being pressured.
You just don't do it.
He has to be, Carrie. If he's not, then
And if you're a friend
he's
to
lying.
Hussy, if you dare to be a friend, you will learn to regret that decision. He'll make you feel regretful of that. He will hurt you. As long as you're benefiting Hussy, he'll be friends with you. But the moment you no longer benefit him, he will flip on you. And he will use anything that he's learned about you, anything that he knows about you to hurt you.
Just like another community I know that's named after an old shitty store that's a drug front with shitty dusty products laying around.
And the moment that he flips,
snakes in the chat.
It's going to be quick, it's going to be sudden, it's going to be hurtful, and you're going to be shocked. I don't speak from opinion saying that, I speak from experience. So anybody being friends with Hussy, be warned. He's a problematic person. He always has been. He will always continue to be. He's not trying to improve himself to not be as problematic. If you are a friend to Hussy, you will always be cleaning up his messes and apologizing for him and stopping him from being his own worst enemy and getting in his own way.
Ah.
So
Yes.
that's all I want to say for this video.
We got another one.
Hope you guys have enjoyed it.
It's a
Thank
hypocrisy
you very much for
video.
watching. I got some other videos that I do for my channel. Y'all take care and please have a good day. Bye bye.
It's a shame that I was around in some of my worst times during that period, because I missed out on, you know, really networking. But you heard it from the horse's mouth. No, it's not Fallon talking. You heard it from the horse's mouth. It's who he is. It'll always be who he is. He could drag out mine and Gigi's, because everybody had a joke. You know, don't get too Negzy. Don't go full Gigi. That was a joke, but it was also a thing that happened. We were very reactionary and triggered. Right now, it's going full Hussy. Right. So he could drag up all the old shit he wants and beat that dead horse until it's powdered milk, because calcium, bones. Anyway, that joke's too deep. And it's not going to matter, because like Rose said, it's not your words, it's your actions. And if I weren't if I weren't afraid of a select group of people on here, Hussy being of many, that would exploit people to the point where they abandoned me in my real life, I would have them do testimonies, because I've had nothing but people telling me, you seem like a different person. I'm like, I feel like a different person. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I got a brain-eating amoeba. I don't know. But he is the only one out of all the, like, well, him and he's not alone, but I'm going to use him. He's the only one that's decided, I'm going to remain this way. It's never worked in my favor. I'm just a big fucking bully who is, I mean, he's spineless. Being loud and abrasive and insulting is not, it's a sign of ignorance. And it's not bravery, because he's just doing it to women, because he knows he can scream and yell at me all day long. You could be in my face as a man or a woman screaming at me, and I'm just going to be like, you done? It doesn't work, because when you start doing that, you immediately reveal who you really are. Yeah. Yeah. So, too bad, too sad, buddy. I can't relate.
Hi. How are you?
I can't relate. You have done this to yourself. We have another video. You've done this to yourself. You continue to do it to yourself. And if you would look right now at if he would look right now at his live views, he would go, oh, instead he's going to look at it and get enraged and jealous and think that it's not his fault somehow. Everybody should just flock to his channel and watch him just because. Just because. Yeah. Yeah. And now he's drugged Fallon out of the Krama world where nobody likes her. She is not liked. I've been watching some stuff and looking around, reading transcripts and her bullshit writing and everything. Nobody likes her. She's a very disturbed individual. But they belong together. Two peas in a pod. Yes, people who scream the loudest have the least to say. What they say about the dog with the loudest bark? You know, it's the same thing. He takes it too serious. He's not alone in this, but he takes all this too serious. And look, I understand that it's money, but he has no right. Nobody has any right to come on here and do what they do because they don't like somebody. And then when it encroaches into the real world, now you've got a problem. Before it was always content. That's not, no, I don't do that anymore, right? If we can't keep it online, then we could take it to a courtroom. That's what we could do. I mean, that's just how it is. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put on a song. I'm going to go grab a drink. I need caffeine and sugar. I had a couple drinks last night, and I woke up. I felt pretty good. I went thrifting, and I'm going to go get what I bought and show it to you because I bought a ridiculous item. It was a lot of fun. Went thrifting and went to a place called Clara's Pizza King. I take my son there because it's named Clara's, and they have the best pizza in the Tri-County area. And it was a good time. It was a good time. So give me just about, I'll be back in 30 seconds. Just hang tight. Taxi Drivers on my bane.
Call a number and hop into a cab. I'm really drunk and I am going to act really freaking mad. Spent all day triggered, crying and mad. Now I'm off to the bar where I sit alone, oh so sad. Wig on my head and veneers on my teeth. I look cute, maybe a rich man I will meet. Put my troubles up and trying hard not to seethe. Once I'm empty-handed when I leave, so I hope in the ride I got nothing to hide. I tell the man drive, I want him inside. Go live and entertain. Everyone thinks I am insane. Got mush for a membrane. These taxi drivers are my bane.
All right, Taxi Drivers are my bane. I wrote that. I didn't make the music, but I wrote the lyrics, and that is my voice, believe it or not. You believe that's my voice? Anyway, this is what I bought. I was walking through the flea market. I posted a picture in Discord, like in Carrie's Discord, because I like making people laugh, and I like sharing good times. And I saw this thing, and I'm really cheap. I'm a bit frugal, and I saw this. I said, "What is that? A croquet mallet?" It's like I don't even know what this is. It's like a old piece of wood hammered into this thing with a bunch of nails, and it's a mallet. Yeah. If you don't know, I'm writing a pilot for a sitcom, and it's about a redneck family that cooks meth. Because you know I'm a big speed freak, so I've been buying stuff like this for props. I also got many size of spittoons. That's right. I've been buying old telephones because part of the gag is that they have old technology. Yeah, it's a good one. It's called the Hicks, and the whole goal is to get it picked up by a streaming service. If not, then just gonna put it on YouTube and go that route. Yes. God damn it. Sorry, I was caught up on my rug. So there's that. It was $3.50. $3.50. How could you go wrong? How could you go wrong? We would use that on the farm for something, not meth though. Yeah. Well, I'm still writing it, and writing has been a slow process because like I went hard and heavy, and I got an episode written, or about a whole episode. Dialogue is formatting it, writing dialogue, and making it, you know, consumable in a mass quantity for viewers. It's tough. It's tough. No, it's going to be live action. It's based around, if any of you have been around long enough, you know about a character I created called Dick the Hick, man. Tell you what, man, fucking, yeah, buddy, tell you what, man, Dick the Hick, I fucking cook, man. You ain't super fed, you don't want, you son of a bitch. It's what it's based on. And I'm going to be playing Dick, of course. Of course. And there's also a whole cast of characters. Granny Hick, everybody's just something Hick, you know, Meemaw Hick, Uncle Hick, Dick the Hick, and I don't want to tell too much, but because it's going to be a long process to get it made. I'm financially backing it. I'm shooting it, editing it. Everybody's working for free. We've already written the theme song, and some of you may know the song "I'm a Redneck." That is the theme song for it. So all this stuff I've been doing for almost 10 years is actually going to be that, because I figure I can't do this forever. So, yeah.
Stop it. Stop it!
This one's called Exposing More of Miss Hussy's Lies, The Truth by Rose Thorne Reacts. Let's go. Thank you, Grace. It's what I've always wanted to do. Be a producer and a director. A peanut noises. We got a peanut boil. Oh, I never even thought about it. So McHenry Cruiser, he refers to Pistachio as Pistachio. because they just drug him into this kicking and screaming because he's affiliated with me. But you know, it's not like it was before. Now people are like, okay, fuck you, you're weird. Thanks for making the podcast more popular. Thank you. And I didn't realize that Pistachio is the peanut boil.
Good afternoon, everybody. How are you? Rose Thorne here. Happy Easter. So this video is not going to be very long, but I wanted to make it because I wanted to address some lies that Hussy has told about me. I wanted to give my side and the truth about those lies so that everyone is clear. And I want to be clear that the only reason why I'm doing this video is because the things that I'm going to talk about in this video have come up recently in chat rooms, and it's been almost a year or so since I've dealt with Hussy, and people are still talking about these things. Like I said, this video is not going to be very long. I'm going to address the lies and then leave it alone.
She waited a long time,
so let's address the one thing that people are still talking about even to this day. That really should not be a topic of discussion because it's not that important. But the reason why I'm addressing it is because it has to do with my reputation as a person and also as a YouTuber.
No,
so
he lies
the first thing
constantly.
I'm going to talk about is the swamp cooler. Anybody that's around that was around for that time period where Hussy was talking about me getting an air conditioner or a swamp cooler, and he made a big to-do about that. He was claiming that I got money for an air conditioner and I kept the money in pocket and I didn't spend it. I essentially just got the money and kept it.
You know what? For somebody that is a vexatious douche like he is, he sure puts a lot of attention on himself when he knows that he's up to no good. But he just has to have the spotlight on him, and he gets exposed every time.
I am here to give my side of the story and be completely truthful and straight with everyone. Since Hussy has told so many lies about that, I want to straighten everyone out so that everyone is clear. Let me explain to you guys what happened. So I happen to live in Long Beach, California. During the summertime, it gets very, very hot, especially the deep summer months like June, July, August. It gets really hot here. And I've shown pictures of people on my community post of how hot it gets in my apartment. It can reach upwards of close to or at 100 degrees. That's very, very hot. Can you imagine living in a place that gets just that hot?
Yeah, he has balls accusing people of getting money and not doing what he said he was going to do with it. When he had a full-on fundraiser for something he had a voucher for, and then he claims that he didn't get the money back. So he's either throwing Snackwell under the bus to protect himself, or he did keep the money. He doesn't understand that either claim is bad.
When I first moved into my apartment, I had an air conditioner. Unfortunately, because it was a small model, it was one of those portable ones on the wheels that you put in the windowsill. It did not work so well. As far as apartments go, I have the nightmare as far as trying to stay cool. I have the high ceilings, big space, living in California. It's dry desert heat. So any air conditioner is going to get a workout. But I did have one when I moved in. Unfortunately, it broke down. So all I had to rely on were box fans, and they can only do so much. Now, regarding the time period where I was going through this deep heat and basically melting, sitting in my own house, I was talking to Dee Higgins on the phone, and I mentioned to her that I was looking around at different air conditioners. I was very...
If you're wondering who Dee Higgins is, she's in the chat, OGD 1959. I mean, a lot of people know. I'm not trying to throw you under the bus, but I'm just letting you know they're here. I mean, I'm not in that making a habit of collecting Hussy's former friends, but Dee and I have been friendly for many years. So
concerned because the place where I live at, it's also one of those old buildings that it runs on fuses, and if you put too much electricity through, it will shut everything off. So I was looking around for something that would work for the building and also keep the space cool. And I was just talking to her on the phone, not asking her for anything. And Dee Higgins was the one who, just out of the blue, by surprise, she sent me $300 for an air conditioner. So I was so excited that she gave me the $300 that I went directly to eBay and I got an air conditioner for $300. Well, because I was so excited and so happy to finally get one after just sweltering in the heat, silly me, I did not look at the seller of the air conditioner, this person did not have any listings. You know, like that's the worst thing, to deal with somebody on eBay that doesn't have any ratings or whatnot to show that they are reliable, that they're honest. And I had the unfortunate luck of paying for something
And they're not getting it.
the person basically was a scammer.
Yep.
So I got ripped
I've
off.
been taken
I didn't
before.
know that until 2 days after I paid, and I got an email saying, oh, you'll get your air conditioner in 2 months. And I sent an email back saying, well, why is it going to take so long? Next thing I know, the eBay listing has been removed. So I immediately applied for a refund. Now, in the 3 weeks that it took to get the money back, I got to thinking about the environment that I'm in, the fact that I'm in California. It's dry desert heat, and air conditioners just don't work as well. So I decided to buy a swamp cooler instead. For those who do not know what that is, it's a device that functions a lot like an air conditioner. You have to fill them full of water, and they add moisture to the air. And I must say that my swamp cooler, it works really well in my apartment. It does cool the place down. It cools it down fast. So I made a right decision there, and it doesn't take a lot of electricity. So it works for what's going on here. The time that I got the swamp cooler,
Not the Hussy honker bonker mallet.
Hussy was the only
let's be petty for a minute before we proceed, shall we? Jesus. Honker bonker mallet. Well, when I went live at 8:30, he had 62 people watching, and let's see what kind of numbers he's pulling now. Let's see here. Okay, he's got 57. This was about 20-30 minutes ago, and I had 102. All right, now this is not something I'm going to focus on, but I since it's him, he's the cow. We have to focus on it. We have to focus on it because that's what means the most to him, is who gets the most attention. Oh, wouldn't answering random people online break attorney-client privilege? 21, you are just hammering him. I love it. I love it. And Hussy he sits there and takes it. And he won't take it from anybody else. So anyway, there you go. There's my petty moment of the hour.
only one who knew about that. I told him, do you give me the money for the swamp cooler, air conditioner? So he was the only one who knew. And then when he got angry with me and he wanted to turn on me,
That's why we're here, Dean.
he used that
Let everybody know.
information and he tried to put the spin on it that I got the money and I did not spend it on the item that was intended, which was an absolute lie, because that particular day that he made the live stream and he made these claims, I immediately made a short video showing the swamp cooler in my house, showing indeed that I did not pocket the money, that I spent it on an item that was needed. So because I exposed his lie, the fact that he did lie to people, he became very angry and he tried to save face by then telling people that, oh, I pocketed most of the money, that very little was spent on the swamp cooler, that I pocketed most of the money.
Now, how long did she wait to air this out? She waited a long time. She waited a long time. She had some patience, you know, unlike him, who has to immediately say it or he's going to spontaneously combust. If anybody would, it'd be him with the amount of vodka in his veins. I'm sure if he, you know, how Lemmy Kilmister, like, was basically preserved with whiskey and speed. So, yeah, he is a slanderous, defamatory dick. He could cry all day long and threaten people all day long. I'm going to gladly count his threats. I'm going to gladly document his actual targeted hate campaign. That shit with Clara was fucked up. And Fallon knows it. He knows it. And any of his viewers that watched it and think somebody deserves that, they're right where they belong.
Now let's apply a little logic and reason to the situation. If Hussy was not in my house, looking over my shoulder when I was buying the item, how could he possibly know what I spent on the swamp cooler? He wouldn't know, would he? But as I said, he tried to save face by telling people that I pocketed most of the money. Now here's what I find most ironic about the situation. Dee Higgins, she gifted me the $300 for the air conditioner swamp cooler. In my eyes, that's more of a necessary item than an Apple iMac. Apple iMacs are not a necessity. They are a want luxury item. What I asked for, I absolutely needed. I got what I got the money for. I was not dishonest that way, but the same person who gave me the 300 for the swamp cooler is the same person that gave him 500 for the Apple iMac that he didn't even really use.
So think about this. All the people he shit on, how much money you think he's missing out on? If he had just done his thing, flipped through the tabloids, and he did his little fucking menstrual routine. Instead, he's doing a menstruating routine. Here's some pampering. Imagine if he just stuck to what he was good at, instead of he has no business trying to own anybody or even hang with the people he's trying to take on an intellectual level. Now, I know he's surrounded himself with brain dead sycophants, but what is he doing? He has thrown away more money than any of us will ever see. And I don't care. Money is just money. Material goods. Listen, this flood put a lot of stuff in perspective because people lost everything. Their homes, their clothes, everything. That material stuff is important because that's how you survive. To him, he's on disability. Everything is paid for by the taxpayer. So of course he has no appreciation for a dollar bill. None. Like when he hears about an inheritance, if he can't sue you, he'll latch onto you like a leech. That's just how he is. He thinks money and material goods define who you are. I'm like, great. I'm wearing the same shirt I've been wearing for almost 10 years, right? I wear mismatched socks. Back in January, I bought 5 pairs of Adidas for me and the kid because they were $25 a piece. And I love Adidas. And I'll wear those until they're flat on the bottom. You know, it's just like, I would rather people look at me and go, I'm not going to rob him. He looks broke.
So Hussy's
just like
wagging his
Shanny.
finger at me and saying, oh, you got money for this item and you got it from D. Higgins. Well, Hussy, you got even more money for an Apple iMac that you have yet to use correctly once.
Jealousy.
On top of that,
He's
on
jealous.
top of the 500 that she gave you for the Apple iMac, you know, she gave you so many super chats during the time the two of you were talking and through
He's
your
jealous.
channel, I mean, probably totaling into the thousands. So if you want to pocket watch me for a
jealous.
simple necessary item such as a swamp cooler, let's take a look at the money that you got for the Apple iMac. And again, not a necessary item. You didn't need that. And you got the Apple iMac and you never used it. So trying to paint me as a thief, I never stole from anybody, Hussy. And the money that I got, which by the way was a gift, that was between myself and D. Higgins and nobody else. And anybody who wants to go to D and ask her about it, she will easily confirm what happened.
And this is another instance where he took information that was shared with him as a friend in confidence and aired it out because he thought it was going to make him a superstar. He could continue to be a superstar to his diminishing audience. He's got 54 now. Again, that's not a big deal to me. I'd be here if there were 54. I've been doing this since we moved back into the house. I was I streaming to, 30 people? Sometimes 20? I still did it. Because I like streaming, right? And then I had to take a month off to address some stuff. It worked out in my favor, and I came back, right? But to him, this is everything. I will probably remain at 103 or less. I've never, one time I had to, the times I had the most viewers is because I was being abused maliciously, right? We'll never reach that point again, because I'm not going to tolerate that. I'd rather see people in cuffs than I would super chats. So I accept my platform for what it is. He can't. And if he just did and stopped doing all this shit to everybody, he would succeed, but he gets in his own way because he has to be the victim, but he doesn't see that shtick of being the victim and screaming and yelling while wearing a wig and sunglasses and looking totally insane is destroying him.
Because
inside
she gave
and
money,
out.
she saw the item, there were no complaints from her. Anybody that wants to go to D and ask her about it, feel free. She'll back me up 100% on what happened. But, you know, Hussy making a big to-do about a swamp cooler, and he's over there with an Apple iMac that he got money for from D,
What's up,
from other
Screenshot?
people that he never used. He never did edited videos. He never did anything. He's just sitting in a corner. So who is the bigger thief, Hussy? Who is the bigger thief? It certainly wasn't me. Now, a couple of minor things that I'd like to address, if it's okay. So there are a couple of things that Hussy has said about me. Let's see, about me.
Wait a minute. He wants to get Botox? He'd have to get a total facial reconstruction. He would. He'd have to get vaginal revitalization on that big old puss of his. That's what they call it, you know. Look at the puss on him. There's no Botox going to handle that. His looks are a result of his inner self. He looks like shit because he is shit. And that's not just throwing shade, that's a fact. Right? You can take a look around at some of the angriest, nastiest people on these platforms, and they look awful. And they always try to have procedures. It don't matter how you look on the outside if you're garbage on the inside.
So there are a couple of things that Hussy has said about me.
Really, Taurus?
Let's see, about me calling him all the time. Well, yes, I did call him all the time. We were friends at one point. We called each other frequently on the phone. Regarding me calling him during his live streams, here's something you guys don't know.
Oh.
When I was a mod in his room, when I was still going into his room, Hussy used to be funny by going off whenever there was a police siren or a firefighter siren going outside. You know, he would just go off saying, "Oh, shut the hell up." You know, just
why can't he do that?
You know, part of his shtick is he needs something to go off on. So while he's doing the live stream, he would sit there. If a police siren went off or something, he would go off on that. Or if somebody called, he would go off on that. So I would frequently call during his live streams to kind of add to that and to make people laugh. That was my purpose calling during the live streams, not to bother him, not to interrupt the stream, but to kind of add a little bit to the comedy of the stream, and that's why I did it. Also, something that I find very disturbing.
Sorry.
And Hussy, I'm looking hard at you for this. So I've heard around the way that you were encouraging people in your streams and in your videos to go look up certain adult things regarding me, videos or pictures or whatnot. Hussy, you're encouraging viewers, and you're not even sure of the age of these viewers to go look.
Okay, I can hear his blood boiling. Now this is exactly why he does this to everybody else. With Val and the near adult gamer who went to her almost said her funeral. Jesus, her wedding. God, I've never been married. He went to her married at almost 30 years old. That's problematic. The thing with AJ, with him and Pistachio and Greg looping on it and obsessing about it under the guise of for the children, using disgusting words like, you know, child R and all this other stuff. It's what they do because they think that it's what he does in particular, because he thinks that it's going to make him look better than everybody else, when through his actions he proves otherwise.
Viewers.
Hi, Bad Wolf.
And you're not even sure of the age of these viewers.
Hi, Ladybug.
To go look at adult material. Can I just say how creepy and disturbing that is? That you are encouraging your viewers to go look at adult material, and you're not even sure if the people that are in your streams, if they're all over the age of 18. You know, you were.
Yeah, really. So spare me what you're doing to everybody else with your buddy, what's her name? Yeah, spare me. And with Easter Island Head and all that. Spare me. Because you did that. You haven't changed. You haven't done better. You haven't corrected your mistakes. You haven't apologized to anybody. Right? And let's talk about your mistakes. You said when my betrothed was sick that you cried, and when she passed she cried, but yet you set that stuff up with Fallon the other day. Need I remind you that that is coordinated as you're talking about? But in his head, that's okay because I didn't do something, but somebody else did that's not even in connection with me. It's even sure if the people that are in your streams, if they're all over the age of 18. Yes,
you were so desperate to show people what I did, to embarrass me, to humiliate me, that you would encourage people to go look at different things on different forums that are not YouTube, that you would go to that link just to embarrass and humiliate me, to expose possibly minors to things they really shouldn't see. Yeah, very disturbing and creepy. That's just my opinion. Anyway, as I said,
Are you calling Snackwell yet? You gonna sue everybody that's airing you out for what you really did? Is that what he's gonna do? Is that his go-to now? When he's out here implying things about people to this day, when he has just recently, I heard him label me something that is actionable. I mean, he and Fallon have stacked it up. If we're keeping score in the way he does, I'm not. Look, if it crosses into my threshold, then yeah, we got a problem. But we're online. It's cool. It's not cool, but you know what I'm saying, right? So if we're keeping score, the only person out of if he and I are on the screen together, me, him, Gigi, and Carrie, the only people I got a case is everybody but him. If he wants to talk about that, I think that the lawsuit, Snackwell, it's a meme at this point, right?
This video was very brief, but I wanted to give my side of the whole swamp cooler situation. I'm not a thief. I never have been a thief. I am not dishonest, although...
Exactly, Beth. Beth makes a good point, because he likes to hold everybody else accountable. If Beth, she's been blamed for my actions. If she's responsible for everything I do or don't do, whatever he creates in his head, then he's responsible for everything that Fallon does. And he's got to realize that when he goes out here and keeps that energy with everybody, that he's going to receive that in return. He's going to get that. You want to hold Strawberry Douche accountable for all this stuff that has nothing to do with the person you're screaming at? Then yes, your mod, because mods are responsible too, is responsible for everything they platformed the other day and everything they platform going forward, as long as they're in his corner. His logic, not mine.
As I said, this video was very brief, but I wanted to give my side of the whole swamp cooler situation. I'm not a thief. I never have been a thief. I am not dishonest, although the same could not be said about Hussy. The money that Dee gave me, it was a gift. It was between her and Hussy really had no business speaking on it. No making assumptions about what I did with it. The money was given to me for something. I used it exactly for that something, and I'm very happy that I have it in my home. It does help me, but I shouldn't be judged on that. I really shouldn't. And someone who has scammed people for money repeatedly, first for an Apple iMac, then for bills and rent on multiple GoFundMes, has no business speaking on somebody who just got $300 for a swamp cooler that they own. So thank you very much for watching my video. Hope that everybody is straightened out now on this lie that Hussy has told about me and trying to paint me as a thief. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great Sunday. Please take care.
All right. We got more. So you see you see my point, right? I don't want to sit here and review old shit. I'm keeping up with him. I'm trying to keep up with the Joneses. That's all I'm doing. If he's gonna sit there and thump old shit on all of us, or just me in the gaining ground, who have absolutely made miraculous... Gigi's about a year ahead on me on doing a 180. It took me a while. Then if he's been this way for 4, 5, his entire life, years, then it absolutely is going to be platformed. And there's more. It doesn't end there. It goes and it goes and it goes. It doesn't stop. It just keeps going, because he is not any... He's the same person he's always been. He's always been this way. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, D. We'll see what else she's got on here. Let's see here. She did quite a few videos on him. Let's see here. That one's too long. Let's see here. Hypocrisy exposed. Addressing a Hussy my way. Let's dive into this one. It's 42 minutes, but we'll see how... If it gets repetitive and redundant, we're going to circle back around. I got something that I archived for posterity purposes, where he went to Target recently and was an absolute pest. So the entire guilt by association tactic has been lame. You can't control strangers on the internet. Yeah, exactly, Anna. It is. And I'm guilty. I've done that. But there is no but you know, like I think back to what was being done to me and that people were just laughing about it. I'm like, wow. To me, I felt justified because what was happening was demented, right? And but hindsight being 2020, you know, I was only responsible for how I responded, and I responded poorly. That doesn't mean people are absolved of what they did, because they got to live with that shit. I've let it go. They got to live with it. They initiated it. I should have just walked away from it. But we were all caught up in the content. This was my income. This is how I raised my kid since he was 7. Was YouTube videos, ad revenue, super chats, donations. We haven't had benefits. We never had Section 8. We never had food stamps. Never had any of that. But the internet is a nasty place. If you decide to make your living here, be prepared. That's why now I'm on here 3 hours because I want to be, right? I come on here because I want to be on here, right? Because I know this could be, as anything in life, it could be gone just like that. Hussy can't realize that. He thinks he's going to defame, slander, harass, threaten, use coercion, intimidation. Yeah, I know, right, Freddie? That's where the peasants go. How dare Hussy shop with the peasants? Let's see what Rose has got to say in this one. So, flash from the past, or whatever.
Good evening, everybody. Rose Thorne here. So today I'm doing a different kind of video for my channel. After this video is done, I promise that we'll go back to the foodie beauty content and me doing reacts to her. But today I want to do a video addressing Miss Hussy. So for those who are not aware, Miss Hussy did a live stream recently where he was going off about DC Media Girl, but he also talked about me. He said some very disgusting things about me. So I feel because...
I'm sorry, did you say my name?
Live stream recently where he was... So for those who are not aware, Miss Hussy did a live stream recently where he was going off about DC Media Girl, but he also talked about me.
Yeah, he had a lot of really disgusting things to say. The fact that now look, the only reason that thing was settled was because we had much other serious issues going on in life. And I was going to be goddamned if that clown and his goofball attorney were going to drain our family of everything. And he has completely rolled back on our agreement. He could say what the judge told you. The judge suggested, that was years ago, to walk away because I didn't have the emotional disposition to handle him. But in reality, he pushed it too hard. He pushed people into these situations. The reality of the matter is, if he had assets, we could have raked him across the coals until he was destitute.
He said some very disgusting things about me. So I feel because he did that, it is justified that I make this video, because if somebody is coming for you, then that gives you full right to respond to them. And so I am responding to the things that Hussy has said about me in that stream.
I gotta look at something
and also
real quick.
things that have happened with Hussy. So before I get into that, I would like to show you guys some interesting screenshots directly from his Twitter, and just stuff that I pulled off his Twitter. So let me just go ahead and share the screen real quick.
And we good.
One moment, please. So there's my second monitor. So let's start with screenshot number 1. The screenshot says, having a blast with Emily at the duplex with taxpayers' money. Now, in the past, Hussy...
That's what it says. It's from 2021. It says that. I know it's blurry, but I could read it. It says, having a blast with Emily at the duplex with taxpayers' money. Openly bragging about using taxpayers' money to party, drink.
He has done GoFundMes. The first GoFundMe that he did, he said he needed a new computer.
This is a good one.
He went to his
then.
viewers on his channel when he did have a monetized channel, and he said that he needed the new computer because he wanted to do better content for his viewers. Fair enough. You feel that you needed a computer for that, although honestly you don't need one, because there are plenty of content creators that use their phones to make content, and the content is just fine. But if you feel you need a new computer for that, so be it. So he went to his viewers and he set up a GoFundMe for an Apple iMac, and within a matter of days, he got the Apple iMac. The unfortunate thing is he did not follow through with his promises to make edited, awesome videos for his viewers. So because of that, I feel that he scammed people. He got his end of the bargain. He got the computer, but he did not follow through with his promise to do amazing content for his viewers. He got a computer, and the viewers essentially did not get what they were promised.
Yep. Imagine
And that screenshot is him just saying partying with Emily with taxpayers' money. Isn't it funny that he did some GoFundMe's?
That's loudmouth Bussy. So don't trip. You got to look for that B and that H. Oh yeah, yeah. I won't drop. Maybe I will drop the soap because I like dropping the soap.
And he told everybody that he needed it for bills and rent. He did not need that for bills and rent. He's been living in the same place for many, many years, and his bills and rent were fine before YouTube. He wasn't like a situation where he just moved in and therefore he had to pay the rent. His bills and rent were fine before YouTube. So how can they be a problem after being on YouTube? So next screenshot. Okay, I brought this up for a reason because.
Okay, so this is important. I'm gonna blow this up a little bit. He's been talking about something about Shane and me in the past. That whole thing's been resolved. He called the guy's house. He went IRL.
He was basically, this tweet is in reference to Damn It Shane. And he was also putting down people who work at fast food restaurants. So the tweet says, LMAO, Silicone's last tweets are about me. Thanks for the attention, buddy. Stay uninteresting, talentless, and don't quit your day job working at Mickey D's or BK. So, you know, he is throwing shade at...
And he also says, so glad the police have all your info. So if you're being harassed by him and he's making police reports and doing this IRL shit, there's a trail of it. Here he is again using intimidation and coercion while trying to bring up the past as if I was the only one back then being extra, right? Right.
Damn It Shane for being trans. And also he's throwing shade at people who shade
sorry.
your day job.
I'm sorry, what's that? He has a history of his phobias, doesn't he?
Working at Mickey D's or BK. So, you know, he is throwing shade at Damn It Shane for being trans. And also he's throwing shade at people who happen to work at fast food restaurants. I find it interesting that somebody who does not work at all is throwing shade at anybody who might have a job. Something I feel is very inappropriate. Next screenshot.
That's what he does.
So here's another tweet also on his Twitter where he's saying Kaya Simon's life is hungry for D. Higgins money. Kaya Simon's life, she is a wonderful person. She's very hardworking. She works very hard on her channel. Plus, on top of that, she has a job and she takes care of her grandmother. She's a very hardworking, independent person. But here's Hussy throwing shade at Kaya and saying that she's greedy for D. Higgins' money, which Kaya has never been greedy for anybody's money. She's a very hardworking person. She works for what she needs and what she wants. Now, let me just go ahead and stop sharing the screen. Okay, back to me. So those are the screenshots I want to share with you guys. And there's a reason beyond the screenshots why I'm doing this at this video. Because in the past, many times, Hussy has talked about me being a cam girl and the fact that I'm a dumpster diver. He's tried to use both of those things, which he learned during his time being friends with me. At the time that we were friends, these things were not a problem. He never said anything negative about those things. Those things only became negative when he decided to flip on everybody, including myself. So trying to turn those two things into something shameful.
Sound familiar? He had no problem with AJ's kink, which is fucked up, which she was useful. No, he had no problem with the Unicorn Girl, as long as she was useful. Right? Insert problematic person. Didn't have a problem with it, as long as they were useful.
I would like to get everybody know that, yes, I am a dumpster diver. I have been for years.
That's right, loudmouth.
It's something that I do to get the things that I need, or at least some of the things that I need. And I do pretty well with it. And I'm not ashamed to do that because my dumpster diving is something that hurts no one. It doesn't hurt anybody. And as far as me being a cam girl, Hussy, there's nothing shameful about that either. There are lots of people in the adult industry who are dancers, who are cam girls. They make their living, and by doing so, they pay their own bills, they pay their own rent, they keep the lights on, and I'm also in that group. The money that I use from that, I use that to pay my rent, pay my bills, and that is not a bad thing. And even though you want to turn it into a bad thing by doing live stream after live stream and describing it in such disgusting ways, it doesn't make it shameful. It just doesn't. For those who might be interested, as far as me being a cam girl, listen, and I'm going to put this out there in front of everybody. I am a cam girl. That's what I do off of YouTube. When I'm on my YouTube channel, I don't present myself in any way sleazy or disgusting. I never have. I never will. What I do off of YouTube is what I do off of YouTube. I keep it away from YouTube. The focus of my channel is something entirely different. But what I do with camming, it's what simply keeps me going and keeps the bills paid. And Hussy doesn't work. And in my opinion, someone who doesn't have a job has no business talking about somebody who does. I mean, if you don't have a job, you have no leg to stand on whatsoever. You have no leg to stand on. I make my living and I take care of myself. What's so bad about that? Also, I am working on several different projects on YouTube and all to get out of that world. I've been working on it for a while. So my time doing that is coming to a close. I'm waiting on a part for my computer to upgrade it. I'm going to be doing 2 other channels. I'm going to have one separate channel for the ambiance videos, one for the gaming content. I'm going to make everything separate, and also working on other projects off of YouTube. So I'm not going to be in that world much longer. But in the meantime,
Hussy, Big Ham, the cam man.
I am, because it's just simply how I survive. So I have a list of things that I've never done that Hussy has done on camera quite frequently. Let's see.
There we
First
go.
thing, I have never turned on my friends for profit. Never once have I done that. I've never turned on my friends for profit or attention. That is something that Hussy has done. He was part of the Hater Nation, and he came onto the scene doing videos about Foodie Beauty. Unfortunately, because he went way too far with his language, Foodie was able to have his channel taken away from him. But even when that happened, those people who were in the Hater Nation, when he got his second channel, they rallied around him. All of us that were in Hater Nation, we got on our Twitters, we got on our YouTube channels, and we let people know where to find him. So he got pretty much all of his subscribers back within just a matter of days because of that. Also, on top of that, those people that he made all kinds of hateful live streams about and videos about, those are the same people that once upon a time, when Hussy needed advice about something, about computers, about his channel, whatnot, he could go to those people and ask their advice, and they would freely give it. And they often gave it. And for a long time, that was the deal. Also, he'd go into their chat rooms and to promote himself and talk to people. So again, all those people gathered around him and helped him to the best of their ability. We couldn't do the work for him to make his channel a success, but we still did what we could to help him. So, you know, he benefited being part of Hater Nation for quite a while, and then he decided that he didn't want to be part of Hater Nation. He wanted to do different content, which is fine. You're a content creator. You can do whatever content you like.
At that point, he globbed onto me and others. I was already covering him, and I found him genuinely funny. I didn't know him. And then he eventually came around to being, you know, part of the anti-haters, whatever the fuck that was. It was just, we didn't like that stuff. This is Rose Thorne, douche. And since Hussy has been drudging up the past to no avail, I figured I would drudge up the past because he's still the same guy and she has receipts and yeah.
But rather than do content about other things, such as him living in New York and doing things, what he decided to do was turn on every single person he was friends with, every single individual. And he did that for the purpose of putting somebody's name in the title to get money, to get views, to get super chats. He turned on everybody. And that's something that I've never done, Hussy. And all the time that I've been on YouTube, I have never turned on my friends. And I would never. Because when I give somebody my friendship, I also give you my loyalty. I was loyal to you. I was friends with you. And I tried to help you. Something that nobody knows. There were a lot of times when I would be talking to Hussy, and I can't tell you how many times that he'd want to go off in a live stream, and I would be on the phone talking him away from the ledge and trying to talk some sense into him. Yeah, I did that. I did that. Also, when the Negative Nation was coming for Hussy, I was the one going to bat for him. And I was taking a lot of crap for it from the Negative Nation. They were ridiculing me left and right. But I did that because we were friends and because I cared about him, and I hated seeing people going for him.
And he immediately joined up with the Negative Nation as soon as he could. Yep.
I took a lot of crap for knowing Hussy. I really did. So, yeah, I never turned on my friends for profit. I have my channel, I make my content, and whatever I make off of my channel, I make. But I would never even consider the idea of flipping on all the people that I care about and that I talk to for the sake of a little bit of attention and a little bit of money. So, next thing, I never did GoFundMe's for a computer or to pay my bills and rent. So Hussy is over there and he's making a big deal about me being a cam girl and also a dumpster diver. But in the time that I've been on YouTube, I have had zero, and I mean zero, GoFundMes. Everything that I get from my channel, I pay for. All my bills and rent, I pay for. I don't expect
Wow.
other people to pony up their money for what I need and what I want. I will provide that for myself. I
Good.
feel that if you're a YouTuber and you need something for your channel, the right way to go about it is to pay for it yourself. If it matters to you, you'll pay for it yourself. You'll save up money, you'll work, you'll do what you have to do to pay for it. You won't expect other people to pay for it. He did the GoFundMe, he got the Apple iMac, and he got that Apple iMac on the condition, on the spoken promise, that when he got it, he would give edited videos. That was the promise that he made to everybody. I'll do great edited videos for you guys, and that'll be my way of saying thank you for giving me this computer. I think that doing some edited videos in exchange for a nice computer, that's not a lot to
Right,
ask.
Grim?
But he didn't even come through with that. And here's the shameful thing. Right now, as I'm making this video, I am on a $400 computer that I can't do gaming content on. But still, with this $400 computer, I learned how to do StreamYard, and I learned how to do OBS, and I've done lots of edited content. Those of you that are on my channel, you've seen all the ambiance videos that I put together. That's edited content.
Now keep this in mind. I remember when he did this. And it was, I have referred to it as a paperweight, the world's most expensive paperweight. He takes a picture of his rage chunk-filled screen to make thumbnails. 4+ years and he hasn't learned how to use his technology. Why is that? I can understand having, you know, a learning curve, right? And maybe I'm better at teaching myself how to do things. Grew up an only child. Yeah, I had step siblings, but I had to teach myself a lot, right? So I don't understand why in this period of time he hasn't been able to learn how to use a piece of technology that basically holds your hand to do it. There's AI now. You can just type in what you need to do. It drudges up everything. Like I play a lot of video games, Ark, Fallout, so on and so forth. If I want to know something, I just, oh, okay, there it is. It's not that hard.
I learned how to do editing by watching tutorials, by experimenting, but I learned everything myself. And isn't it strange that Hussy has a much more expensive computer than I do, and he's not done any of the stuff that I've done. So yeah, he did the GoFundMe for the computer, got the computer, has never really utilized it the way that he could. He could easily go through New York and film all kinds of footage and then download it to his computer and then put it together into really great videos. He doesn't want to do that. He wants to sit at home and make all kinds of drama videos, yelling and screaming about people. That's his content. That's what he wants to do. But he could have done better, and he chose not to do better by his choice. Also, after the GoFundMe for the PC, for the Apple iMac, he did GoFundMe saying that he needed money for bills and rent because his channel was demonetized.
That's the rumor, Bad Wolf. Don't believe everything you hear.
Here's the thing. His bills and his rent are taken care of. They were taken care of before YouTube. How is it that you can have your bills and rent taken care of before YouTube, and then all of a sudden say you need help with bills and rent, Hussy, when you were fine before YouTube? The YouTube money and now the Twitch money, it's just extra play money. You don't really need that. I'm not here pocket watching you. I'm just saying. Also, something interesting. When your channel got demonetized, I went to Social Blade to see what your income was because I was curious about how much you were making. And Social Blade said at the time when you were demonetized that you were making between $0 and $200 a month.
So, talking about teaching him, I believe I made a tutorial for him, a video and a written one, and even talked to him to try to teach him. See, a lot of us has helped him, and he's fucked us all over.
Which means you weren't making much on your channel. So you're living in a nice apartment and everything, and if you're only getting max, say, $200 a month per Social Blade, how is it that you were in need of so much money for your bills and rent? I'm just curious. Also, when you did the GoFundMe saying you needed money for bills and rent, how is it, sir, that you showed yourself live stream after live stream? You talked about buying new wigs. You also showed yourself bar hopping in New York, which is very expensive.
About
very,
5 or
very
6.
expensive. I find it interesting that somebody who is saying that they need money for necessities shows themselves showing themselves spending money on things that are not necessities. If you're someone and you're needing money for necessities, shouldn't the money go there first? Yeah, I think so. I really think so. So I've never done that. I've never done a GoFundMe. for my bills and rent. I never will. GoFundMe is something that's needed for emergencies, and you were using GoFundMe as a tip system to get extra tips. On top of that, you're also giving people your PayPal, your Venmo, and your Cash App. So people were tipping both ways.
God damn.
And the money on the GoFundMe could be tracked, but who knows how much you got through the other ways, because that cannot be counted. So when you got demonetized, you were actually making more money that way than you were when you were monetized on YouTube. You were cleaning up. So next thing I never did. Let's see. I never came on camera and I talked about disgusting things. Nope, never did that. Never did that. Now I will say that when I started my channel on YouTube, at the time, I didn't know what I wanted to do with it. And because I'm in the adult industry, because I am a cam girl, I talked a lot about in different videos about giving advice to strippers and other cam girls. There were a lot of videos with that. And then once I decided to, you know, streamline the content of my channel, I took all of that content off because I wanted to focus on other things like the ambiance, like the foodie beauty content and so forth. I took everything off that I thought might conflict. So yes, I did content talking about stripping and also what it is to be a cam girl. And that was the beginning of my channel. When you have a YouTube channel, you are free to change up the content, do different content. It's all under your discretion. But I never came on camera talking about sexual encounters and describing it in very vulgar, disgusting ways. And I've never come on camera drunk and intoxicated and being sloppy. I've never presented myself in any way sleazy. I don't.
Okay, let's go back to the intoxicated and sloppy part, Mr. I only drink on the weekends.
Describing it in very vulgar, disgusting ways. And I've never come on camera drunk and intoxicated and being sloppy. I've never presented myself in any way sleazy. I don't dress inappropriately. I don't act inappropriately because it just would not wash on YouTube. That's not who I am. What I do for a living is not who I am. It's just what I do to keep the lights on and to keep the bills paid. And there's nothing wrong with that. As I said, there's nothing wrong with having any job. The world is hard right now. The vid is still going on. A lot of people have lost their jobs. A lot of people are unemployed. A lot of people have lost their homes. So any job is a good job, even if it's a job that's completely unusual and you know, it's maybe something that's not well understood. And certainly camming would fall under that. I'm not asking anybody out there to be okay with camming, but just understand that's the reason why I do it. And like I said, I am working my way out of it, and I'm working very hard on that. Let's see. I never scream to make a point. Hussy likes to scream a lot, doesn't he? Yes, he does. Whenever he comes on camera, he's yelling, he's screaming, he's shouting. Hussy, you're in your late 40s. I'm 51 years old. I'm a little bit older than you. But if you come on camera and you got a point to make, if you're yelling and screaming, whatever point you're trying to make is going to get lost. People who yell and scream, usually it's because they really don't have a point to make. Or they're yelling and screaming because they don't want whoever it is that they're yelling and screaming at to talk back, to give their point of view. They don't want a chance losing an argument. You know, you're trying to overpower the conversation. You're trying to get the upper hand by the yelling and screaming. All the yelling and screaming is doing is making you look foolish. You got a temper. Everybody knows that. You like to scream. Everybody knows that. You got a point to make. Just talk softly and make a point. Or talk in a normal tone of voice. I'm sitting here making my points. I'm not yelling and screaming. I don't have.
Take note, Hussy, Pistachio, Greg. I'm sorry. I can't help myself.
I can just sit here and make this video and make my points, and people might listen. Let's see. Yeah, so yeah, I work for my money. Hussy wants to try to humiliate me for the way I work and make my money.
I'll post it in the Discord message.
He can certainly try to use that to humiliate and embarrass me. I'm not embarrassed, and I certainly hope that everybody on my channel that's a subscriber, you won't hold the fact that I'm a cam girl against me. A little something about me you guys may or may not know. I've been in the industry for over 20 years, okay? And how I got involved in the industry was because of an abusive ex. He got me introduced to it, and I just became a part of it. And after our relationship ended, and I walked out with literally the clothes on my back, I stayed in the industry. And why did I do that? Because a regular job, when you're a single person, will not cover all of the bills, and it won't pay the rent. You know, rent's just too high. Even if I ate peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, I still would not be able to cover everything by myself. I would still need a second job on top of the first job.
Hi, Patricia.
So by being in the industry, I'm able to make enough to support myself to pay the rent, to pay the bills. I'm grateful to have that job. Like I said, there's lots of other people that have the same job. There are people on YouTube that at one time or another, they were adult entertainers themselves. Kaya Simon's life, she's talked about this openly. She mentioned in her day that she was a stripper. Nothing wrong with that. There are other people that have done it. And again, what you do for a living is not who you are. It's just how you support yourself. It's just how you pay the bills. Nothing wrong there. But you want to shame me for work, Hussy? Go right ahead. Go right ahead. You can try. It's not going to work. You've been trying to embarrass me and humiliate me into silence for months with that. It's not working, sir. It's really not working. You've been trying and trying, and even though I've not said much about you, you still keep coming at me with that. You still keep putting my name in your mouth. You still keep bringing that up. You're trying to paint this toxic, dark narrative of it. If anybody has a problem with who I am and what I do on or off YouTube, I encourage anyone to get in my DMs on Twitter and ask questions or send me an email. I'll be very happy to talk to you in private and explain something. If you think something looks weird or strange or odd, I'll be very happy to talk to you.
Excuse me.
You know, I am one of those people you could have a conversation with. So, let's see. Oh, another thing I haven't done, I was never a VIB. I've never been a VIB in Foodie Beauty's chat. But that's something that Hussy is. He's a VIB even now. He's been a VIB for months.
Very important Beezer. It was a tier that Foodie Beauty had at one time.
That's right. This person who had a channel, started on YouTube, going after Foodie Beauty, did videos on her to the point where she had his channel taken away. Then he made another channel talking about her. For months, he's been a VIB in her chat and supporting her and giving her super chats under the name Sophia Maserati.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Sophia is his cat's name. Maserati, I guess that's the name of his favorite car. But he's been a VIB in her chat for a long time. And so he flip-flopped. You know, on one side, bashing Foodie, on the other side, secretly supporting her. Yeah. He did. He does.
Fake. He's fake.
The one constant about Hussy is that he flip-flops. You know, he's somebody, he doesn't know how to be alone. He's got to belong somewhere, in some group. First, he was part of the Hater Nation, and then he went over to the Negative Nation, and now he's over in Foodie's chat. So he's always bouncing around between different communities. And, you know, it's pretty sickening. It's angry people always end up alone for a reason. You know, they go into a group, they're okay with the group for a while, then they burn bridges, and then they float over to another group and just trying to look for a place to belong. Hussy has a bad temper, and he's always needing a target for his rage. So he'll be part of a group, make friends with people, maybe talk to people offline, be friends with you. He might find out personal things about you, and then turn around when he's mad at you, and then try to use those same things that you told him in confidence as ammunition to try to embarrass or humiliate you. Case in point, the things he said about D. Higgins. The things he said about D. Higgins. D. Higgins is someone that she doesn't have a channel. She doesn't produce content. And yet, Hussy went after her. He went after her pretty hard. And even to this day, he still talks about her. Even though, as I said, he doesn't have a channel, doesn't do content. He uses the fact that he's got 2 platforms now to still talk about this woman.
Oof. What do you got now, Hussy? One platform you're slowly euthanizing every day when you go live, thinking of going live at the same time as me. Carrie, the gaining ground, is actually accomplishing anything other than showing everybody how bothered you are that other people are blowing away these self-imposed goals that you've set upon yourself.
To still talk about her. He goes on her Twitter, he goes wherever she is in whatever chat room, and he monitors her every move. For what purpose? Don't know.
Sound familiar? Does that sound familiar?
Just to be a jerk? Don't know. But he's always pocket watching D. Higgins, see where she's going, who she's talking to. He uses the fact that he's got that platform of his because Dee doesn't have a platform of her own to speak up for herself. The only way she can speak up for herself is on her Twitter and to go in other people's chats. I've got a platform and I can make a video, and so I am. Let's see. But yeah, he was a VIB. He's still a VIB. He's over there in Foodie's chat, supporting her. 1 minute talking bad about her. The next minute saying, oh, I'm not comfortable doing Foodie Beauty content, which you're free to do, Hussy. You're free to change up your content. You're free to do what you want, sir. Nothing wrong with that. But you went from talking about Foodie Beauty to flipping on everybody in the community that you were friends with. Why? Because you needed a target for your rage. And if it's not Foodie, it's got to be somebody. So let's just flip the script on all the people that I talk to, because they're known in the community, because they have a name in the community. Let's just use their names in the titles to get attention. Not because they did anything wrong to you, but because you needed someone to rage at. That's the Miss Hussy character to T. You need someone to rage at. You need a target for your rage. And I want to be clear, everybody, when he's going off the way that he does, all the things you're hearing from him, that's him talking. That's him talking. All those hateful things are coming from him, not from a character, not from a persona that he's putting on at the moment, but they're from him. That's how he really feels. That's the real Ken slipping through the mask and the glasses. You're seeing the real him. But he's got to have a target. He doesn't know how to do content that has nothing to do with going off on somebody. He could. He's got the tools. He's got the time. He's got the environment. He chooses to go off on people, even people that were friends at one point. So, let's see.
Ah, boy.
Another thing I'd like to address. So, Hussy has made the claim that the people in the Hater Nation, that we made him do content on Foodie. Can I just say to everybody how ridiculous that claim is? Absolutely ridiculous. Let's apply a little logic and reason here to the situation. All of the content creators, we all live in different places. Yes, we do. We all live in different locations. So how can anybody force him to do any kind of content? Is anybody going to stand behind him and force him? No. Nobody forced him to do content of Foodie or anybody else. The content is at his discretion. He chose to do that content. And when he chose to not do it, again, his choice. But nobody forced him to do any kind of content. There was no pressuring here. Nobody was messaging him saying, well, you better do Foodie content or else. Never happened. Never happened. At all. Period. So if he's saying, oh, we forced him to do content, absolutely impossible. We all live in different places. No way we could, even if we wanted to, which we don't. But we didn't force him to do anything. Everything that he has done from the beginning of his time on YouTube till now has been by his own personal choice. He made the choice to say things, do things. He started off in a place having a monetized channel, and because of his own actions and his own words, he lost that channel. He lost the last several channels that he did, and now he's on Twitch. And why is he on Twitch? Because he dipped his hands in the YouTube well until it ran bone dry, had to run to Twitch to make money. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. If he could still make money on YouTube, he'd be doing more videos on YouTube. But the only way he can make money on YouTube now is by passing along his PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App links, and people send him money. So he's on Twitch because it's a monetized platform. Also, one thing I'd like to show everybody. So Hussy has said that he's going to expose me. Hasn't he said that? He seems to have a habit of saying that this person did this and this person did that, and he's come forward and said, oh, D. Higgins has paid for a rent in rooms, and you know, she knows dangerous people, etc., etc. I said in my last video about Hussy, where's the proof? Do you have any proof? Where are the screenshots? Can you please show us some screenshots? Because I'd like to see them if it's true. Where are the screenshots? Where's anything to back up what you're saying? He likes to put these accusations out there and spin his own narrative, but he never shows any proof, does he?
No, it's called defamation. Defamation of character. Wouldn't bring that up over and over again if that wasn't his go-to. If he didn't go, he went to that well so many times. It's dry. It's dry now. Yeah. Oh, hi. Welcome, Katie. Welcome to the stream. What's going on, Jay? Welcome to the stream.
Well, he said that he will expose me. He said that he's going to expose me and I guess things that we've said. Hold on. I want to show you guys something. All right. So I'm pulling up my phone. And I'm just going to expose all the messages that we've done back and forth. Full disclosure here, full transparency. Okay? So here's my phone. All right? So you guys can see. So, you know, these are all just whatever messages. You want to get a dresser, okay, for his house to organize his wigs. That's okay. You know, like get yourself organized. Oh, oops. Sorry.
He was sending her photos of all the stuff he wanted for his Section 8 bungalow.
It skipped. But there's absolutely nothing here to expose. There's nothing here. Sorry, I skipped backwards. Let me go back. There's a lot here. Sorry. All right. Oh, oops. I guess there's more. Going all the way back.
This was videos made in 2022.
There's nothing here.
These events took place between 2020 and 2021 because he can't hang on to anybody for longer than a year, maybe 2. And once it's over, well, you see what happened. Go to his channel and just search Carrie and look how many videos and live streams come up. He deleted 36,000 views, which means he deleted upwards of what, 29, 30 videos? Why?
There's nothing here. Nothing here, Ken. Nothing here. His first message to me was December 30th of 2020. Okay? All right, trying to call you back. I'm talking about Chantal. I'm asking me if I'm up. All right.
Caffeine, yay.
I'm talking about the GoFundMe. Because Chantal
50
wanted to go after him,
videos.
and he
Wow.
was concerned about the legal costs and wanted to get that covered. And the negative name wanted to go after him, talking about the GoFundMe. Because Chantal wanted to go after him, and he was concerned about the legal costs and wanted to get that covered. And
Oh, really? He was. Did he raise money to sue Foodie Beauty too? Like Azria, the case that will go nowhere, has no traction. While he's out here criminally threatening people at this point.
the Negative Nation was giving him crap about that, and I was still defending him. So there's more stuff. There's whatever stuff here.
Yeah, all stuff he wants.
My picture. Okay, stuff about hats.
Clown shit.
There we go. All right, let's see what else we have here.
Right, Miss Mouthy? I mean,
Okay.
not legally blind.
More
in
stuff.
My opinion.
There's really nothing. Man, I guess I got to go backwards. This doggone thing.
It's all right, Rose. Oh wait,
Call you
this
right
is 4
back.
years ago.
There's nothing here. There's nothing here.
What's up, Keldosh?
No hateful messages. Nothing here. Absolutely nothing. There's nothing here.
Yep.
Y'all are
Nothing.
looking. There's nothing here. There's
Nada,
no messages
zero,
of me being
zilch.
hateful to Hussy or me being angry back. I'm not shit talking anybody.
Here, I'm gonna share her channel link. So if any of y'all that are getting threatened and fucking him committing the crime of bullying that Fallon says is illegal, she committed multiple crimes the other night. If that's the case, there's her channel. Just search Hussy. I don't know how many videos are on there, but there's also a lot of good viddles from the past. If you're not aware of the lore of Negz, Hussy, Gigi, D, you know, all these people and side characters and all this, right?
Back. I'm not shit talking anybody.
You never offered anything.
Full disclosure here.
Oh, by the way, somebody bought a cameo the other night, so thank you very much. I will get that filmed in the morning. I'm gonna put that in my calendar.
So you want to expose me, Hussy? You're gonna expose me? What exactly are you gonna expose me for? I really want to know. Expose me for what? For being a good friend to you all that time? And sticking up for you when the Negative Nation was giving you crap? And I did get crap. I did get crap. I got crap for you, sticking up for you. I got ridiculed for sticking up for you. I had people that were on my channel that because you and I were friends, they were like, I'm going to unsubscribe because I don't like Hussy. And my friendship with you at the time mattered more to me. That if people wanted to make that decision, that was their decision. If they felt a certain kind of way, they felt it. What could I do to change their mind? Absolutely nothing. But I cared about you as a friend. I did. In the time that we were friends, I talked to you frequently on the phone, and I gave you good sound advice. And when you needed help with your computer, when you were having trouble with OBS,
I spent 2 hours on the phone trying to help you set it up. We got it 3/4 of the way there, but you did not watch a tutorial and figure the rest of it out. When the Negative Nation was coming for you, I went to bat for you.
By the way, that's my Cameo link there. I think they're like $5. So if you want me to film something silly, the one I got to film tomorrow morning is silly. It's a cool little way to have me, to make me a puppet. I'm a whore. It's $5.
I did. I did. And even when you started dragging me, I didn't say anything, did I? No, I kept my mouth shut. Out of respect for the friendship that I had with you, I kept my mouth shut. For the laughter that you brought into my life, I kept my mouth shut. But then you went off on me. And even then I kept my mouth shut. Until I did a community post. And even then it wasn't that bad. I just let people know we weren't talking. And you continue to drag me. Saying disgusting things about me. Saying disgusting things about other people.
Nothing's changed.
So who is a...
Nothing's changed. And he doesn't even reflect. There's only 4 minutes left, by the way, of this video. He doesn't even reflect back to when everybody had his back, right? He was making money hand over fist. He was suing people left, right, front, and center. He had all of these grandiose donors who were throwing hundreds of dollars at him. And he threw it all away because of his fragile, his what do you call it, fragile masculinity. There is none. There is none. That's why he says Greg is his son. I'm like, yeah, because you're both fragile men. Your only retort is to slag off all people's looks, to lie. Greg has slandered the shit out of me. So is that idiot Pistachio, you know. And that's it. It's always a woman with Hussy. He's trying his best with me and Gigi. We don't give a fuck. Because, like, oh, no. It's like bringing out old family photos and being like, look at this picture of Negz in 1983. And me going, what? Okay, cool.
Saying disgusting things about other people. So who is a friend to who? The way I behaved the entire time that I talked to you, even after we stopped talking, showed that I gave you friendship.
Oh,
the way that you behaved afterward showed that you weren't a friend to me. I don't think you know what friendship and loyalty means.
Look at the kitty cat.
I think what you call friendship is transactional. You're a lot like Foodie that way. Everything that she does with people is transactional. You're the same way. It's all transactional. But let those who are friends with you figure that out on their own. I got nothing to say about it. Let them get that life lesson. I'm not here to teach them.
You hear that? This goes out to everybody there that right now is latched onto his man teats as if it actually means something. There are all these great communities out there. There's all these other great live streams where the host isn't screeching and yelling and actually stalking people online, actual stalking, and threatening, intimidating, the coercion, the lull suits. It's like, okay, cool. You're on the chopping block. It's just a matter of time. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. I've started writing down people that he's turned on. Rose, Carrie, Charlene, Kyler, me, Gigi, Belinda. I mean, I'm sure I'm going to try to compile a list of everybody he's turned on and start going through all of that stuff, right? I mean, and Pistachio's like, oh, I've had his back and I've been consistent. No.
But I've kept my mouth shut long enough, and it's time to open it.
Up,
I'm not
man?
a person who runs my mouth all the time like you. I stay quiet until it's time to say something. And when I say something, I don't scream. I don't have to. I can talk in a normal tone, and I can get my point across, and then leave it alone. So, you want to try to shame me for being a cam girl and a dumpster diver? That's what you want to do?
Teats.
Not working. I'm a cam girl. That's what I do off YouTube. I hope that my audience understands. They don't hold that against me. If you do, I'm sorry that you do. It's my job. It's how I pay my bills. It's how I pay my rent. I'm not asking anybody to come forward and pay for anything for me. It's just how I make my living. But I don't bring it on YouTube and put it in people's faces. I just do what I do. My content here on my YouTube channel is completely different, so I keep it that way.
He and Pistachio are using each other. And they have this weird mentality that it's still August 2023, and that this type of stuff is going to get you the viewers. You're going to get the donos. Yeah, you're going to get a few. And maybe that's all the only way they could get donos. Well, Hussy knows better. He just has no self-control. Pistachio obviously doesn't either, because she's platforming that goofball Greg, who can't seem to fix his house, but is better than everybody else. If you look at the three of them, it's three peasants claiming to be royalty. It's hilarious.
I separate the two worlds, and I keep them separate for a reason. Just because I do doesn't mean that I'm embarrassed about what I do. And nobody, not Hussy, not nobody, has the right to use what I do for a living and try to embarrass me with it or humiliate me. As I said, any job right now in the world being what it is, everything going on, any job is a good job. You're supporting yourself, you're supporting your loved ones, your family members. If you're doing it and you're getting stuff done, that's a good job. Whether it's a fast food restaurant, whether it's a cam girl, you're getting it done, you're taking care of yourself. Not shameful, Hussy. Not shameful, sir. Dumpster diver, same way. I do that, it hurts nobody. So you can stop over there trying to use that to try to shame me. Not work.
Yeah, she is a year younger than Ken is now. She was 51 when she made this. Take a look at me. I'm almost 50. I'll be 50 in June of next year. And like I was saying earlier, the way he appears to the world now is his inside coming out. He wants to, I'm better than you. I'm better looking. I'm so cute. No, you're not. And even if you were good looking, you wouldn't be good looking because of all that shit you fucking say. Because it's not, you don't get to be a nasty person. Just because you're good looking, he's not. But just because you're good looking, that's like when men are like, oh, that chick's hot. I'm like, yeah, red flag one. You didn't say anything about her personality, so there's that. Yeah, anyway.
I'm 51 years old. I've had a hell of a life. I've gone through a lot of shit. A lot of things I don't even talk about with my viewers because they don't need to know. A lot of dark shit. But I don't put that in people's faces. I focus on what's in front of me, not what happened ages and ages ago. So, that's the video I want to.
And I wouldn't be playing this if he wasn't over there absolutely defaming the shit out of me, spreading misinformation. For granted, he's playing videos of me, but he's embellishing them. He's using it to try and hurt what I'm doing. And again, I'm only doing this because this is his shtick. So I'm going to address his shtick with the same energy. I'm not going to sit here and scream and yell at him and tell him to go suck a wiener and all that stuff. But if he's going to do this to people, then he needs to realize that it's a two-way street.
Not what happened ages and ages ago. So that's the video I want to make for everybody. I hope you understand why I'm making this. I'm just tired of Hussy putting my name in his mouth and talking down about me and trying to shame me with things that I do in my life that don't hurt anyone, don't affect anyone, trying to paint this dark narrative and smear my name on YouTube, and in essence trying to destroy my audience and take them away from me, because that's really his whole purpose of bringing up.
You hear that? Let's listen to it again. Let's listen to that again, because if this wasn't so relevant today, I would have buried it.
Trying to paint this dark narrative and smear my name on YouTube, and in essence trying to destroy my audience and take them away from me, because that's really his whole purpose of bringing up anything that he might be considered shocking or shameful. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope everybody has a great day. And I'm going to go back to the foodie content now. Thank you for watching, and have a good one.
Eloquently put. That is Rose Thorne, Vigilante. And here is that video. You can go to her channel and watch more if you'd like. Sum it up. She still to this day covers Foodie Beauty. Apparently look, you don't have to get millions or even tens of thousands of views to supplement your income on YouTube. You don't. I live in a very poor area. Doing this is more than, and I'm blessed, is makes more than people do working 40 hours at a fast food place, which I'm not shitting on that. You got to do what you got to do. And not everybody has different skill set. So I'm platforming this stuff because it's the same thing today. You could take what she said 4 years ago, and it's like she said it yesterday. Yeah, Daria, she is. She regarding Pistachio, her attitude makes her ugly. She farms a really negative aura, and that's the only reason she could tolerate Kenny, Hussy, and Greg. And I have never, like, it's been a long time since I've seen anybody behave like them. And it's weird because once I came back on the scene and started making good with people, or they're just tolerating me because I'm not whatever, not Negzy. I started seeing all these cretins crawl out of the woodwork. And that's why I'm telling Hussy and Fallon, I know what's going on. I know it's coordinated. Nothing gets past me. And you're basically, you're destroying yourself in the process, but that's what they're going to do. People rely on old habits thinking, oh, everything's still the same. No, it's not. Only they are the same. And if you have at some point in life been able to break old habits and be better than you were, then kudos to you, because that's a hard thing to do, like teaching an old dog new tricks. It's tough. Discipline isn't everybody's forte, right? Hussy has none. And look, he does these videos and Fallon's slagging off on people. She's committing crimes by bullying, her words. I'm not losing any sleep. Once upon a time, that stuff would shatter me in a million pieces. But now it's like, it reinforces me, like, like, wow, everybody is stronger than they give themselves credit for. If Fallon's weak, Hussy's weak, Pistachio and Greg are weak. They're all four weak because they can't accept that they could be better. They don't want to be better, so they rely on old habits because it's a comfortable place. It's the same thing with mental illness, like bipolar, whatever it may be, depression. It's easy to relapse back into your depression and your mental illness because it's a familiar place. I can't remember what song it is, but Kurt Cobain saying, I miss the comfort in being sad, right? It's a comfortable place, and that is psychologically written in books and text or whatever, that's why a lot of people backslide, is because that's a very comfortable place to be. It's the same thing with drugs, alcohol, and everything else. It's much more comfortable to be who you've always been because it's familiar. You get homesick for it. And not everybody has the will to go forward and do something different. And I would say I don't understand it, but I do. But being almost 50 years old, I'm not gonna linger in that, that realm. And I hate to see other people do it as well. If Hussy, if he were being better and not doing the same bullshit he's been doing for years, he wouldn't even be up on here. I would have given him grace. I would have even maybe come around and helped him. But he's a snake. He's in his early 50s, 52, 53. And he's always going to be this way if he doesn't make a change. Now, Greg, he's only 30. He has a chance, but he's surrounding himself with these glad-handing sycophants who just, oh, you're great. Let me tell you something, Greg. That is going to be your downfall. Is everybody placating you and telling you you're great. You're walking around like, oh, I got a big wiener, so that makes me somebody. No, it doesn't. You still live in a house you can't afford to fix. You don't have a job. You have no prospects. You have a pending court case because you decided that buying insurance after the fact and reporting it as such was the route to go. That's on you. And you slag off on everybody else for the very things that you do. I don't understand this mentality of being an absolute loser, degenerate, and then trying to hold people accountable for things that are created in your own head. I don't get it. Yes, Laura. Having a mood disorder sucks. It does. It sucks. Every day I have at least 3 or 4 mood shifts. The key is, you know, for me, what I've done is not mind over matter, but just knowing when to walk away, right? You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them. But also exposure therapy. Like, okay, well, this is pissing me off. I know it's not what's happening. It's the chemical imbalance. So I'm going to, because I've had to endure a lot of nasty shit for documentation. And that was my downfall before. I couldn't watch anything and document it because it was just too painful. And yeah, it's painful now, but I don't have to tell anybody that, right? In the moment. Laura, like a car. Thank you. I will remember that now. Laura, what's up, Ray Murder? I've taken my hand at doing that type of content. I would like to get around to that because I know a lot of people online that have these type of issues. I'm not trying to help people privately. I don't have the what do you call it? I just can't do that. Like, I don't hang out with a lot of people in real life because other people's problems, if they're persistent and they don't do anything to fix it, brings me down. And is that selfish? Yeah, but it's necessary. And I would love to see all these people just be better. Not just say it, but do it. Right? Because I hear a lot of this shit like, oh, why don't you, me, and they're not doing it, right? Discretion is the better part of valor. Right. Speaking of valor, let me see if, I want to show you guys something to show you exactly why. Fallon, all she had to do was not do what she did. But she did what she did, and now I have to air her out. She shouldn't have done that. She just shouldn't have went as far as she did. She went absolutely way too far. She was disgusting about it, and now I gotta air her out. And that's unfortunate for her because I don't have to say anything but show what she said. And one of the things that I've seen her talk about, which I know is 100% bullshit, is this 9/11 stolen valor. And we know it's bullshit because she's a fucking liar, right? She's a liar. Let me get this set up here. Okay, let me make sure everything is good. All right, so Scarlett Cassadine. So Scarcass. I'll just call her that. How about that? She's a 9/11 hero. On top of being, because the other day she said she emailed Chris Watts' fiance and told her all the nasty things people were saying. Big fucking deal if you did. Who cares? What is that even supposed to do? Oh, what? Is she gonna murder people like Chris did? Jesus Christ. She's nuts. So, September 9th, 2023. Yes, it's 3 years old, but these people's past precedes them. I remember well. I remember walking down the street and seeing the second plane hit. And I remember how I volunteered, and I remember my 6 friends that I lost that day. What were you doing, and what do you remember? Did you even volunteer helping others that day? Did you even try to walk over the Brooklyn Bridge with 2 suitcases and 2 backpacks full of food and water and snacks and sleep on the street to rest and be woken up, told that you're up for helping next? Yeah, I remember well, and I helped out on that day and night and week. helping, so and weak helping. So tell me, what do you remember? The fuck is this? What? Are you really trying to shame people? Look, I don't know if you did or not. Maybe you went down and swept up dust. I don't know what you did. But this right here is not how people who volunteer talk. And knowing you, knowing her, what I know about her right now, this is bullshit. This is worse than stolen valor. And I don't want to say, I'm not offended per se. I'm astonished because I have a lot of friends that got sucked into the Iraqi war because of this, and Afghanistan, and came back different people. And it's taken them up to present day to, if they lived through the last 20 years, right? And she wants to say she was there and saw the second plane hit. Okay. All right. So, you got proof? I mean, if you were there and you saw surely you took pictures because you're bragging about it. Technology it was still in its infancy as far as the internet stuff goes, but it wasn't completely infantile. And your friends, what were their names? And her reply would be, none of your fucking business. Well, no, you made all this our business, so yeah, absolutely. If you're gonna make a claim this outlandish. Remembering my 6 friends and what I did to help. WTF rack, what did you do? See, it's all about what did you do? What did you do? I'm better than you. I'm better than you. I helped on 9/11. Did you panic, run away? I face the devil and dance eye to eye every chance I get because I am not scared. And I am a fuck me, dude. Really? You're oh my god. You see this? Worrier. She's a warrior queen. Not a warrior. You know, W-A. Is it W-A-R-R-I-A-R? Or I-O-R? Oh, I-O-R. W-A-R-R-I-O-R. She's a warrior. A warrior queen. Yeah, okay. Likely story. So you helped out, huh? You did all the big girl stuff, huh? Yeah? Yeah. What is she, 8 years older than me? She 57, 56? So you would have been not even 30 yet? Bye, Miss Mouthy. No, you would have been 31. Because I was 20. No, I was 24. I sat with my son in my lap. He was 18 months old. No, 16 months old. And I watched it happen. I watched him collapse on TV. And it destroyed me. I started day drinking. I'd just been laid off from my job with the Microsoft network 3 days prior. Or it was just DSL. I was a team leader. 25 grand a year in 2001. It's a lot of money. A lot of money. Especially for a young family. That was the beginning and end of my contribution to that event. Making a national tragedy about her. Why are you bringing this up? Because it tells you everything you need to know about her and Hussy. Because he's willing to go, oh yeah, everybody believes my bullshit. So yeah, I'll believe your bullshit. That's the most outlandish claim I've ever heard anybody make. I don't know anybody who has the balls to come out and shame everybody. Shame everybody in the world, because you know that was a subtweet or a sub post towards somebody else, right? Because she and Hussy both have these delusions of grandeur, right?
Stop it. Stop it!
Delusions of grandeur, better than everybody else. We're all just peasants. It's their world. We just live in it. We're allowed to exist. People like this have never accomplished anything. That's why she had to pay to have her misspelled book published. Because she's not an accomplished author. She's not a published author. It's like Callie claiming to be a published poet when anybody could get their poetry into that fucking book as long as you bought it. It is such a lame claim to take. It is so lame to take claim to something that you didn't accomplish. Right? Oh, I had a Mercedes 30 years ago. What? What does that even mean? I had a Mercedes. When that happened, I had a Mercedes. But it wasn't. I mean, I could say that, but it was a 1977 Mercedes, right? And eventually we had to buy another one, pull it out of the barn, and have the engine put in it, because those engines last forever. Because the engine outlasted the car, less than $2,000 in it. But it was a Mercedes. That makes me somebody. Yeah, she's self-published. Self-published. So they sit out here with their grandiose ideas of themselves, while shitting on other people who are quietly or are quiet achievers. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Pulse. Yeah, I mean, a PDF to Amazon makes you publish. That's great. That's amazing. They should start having delusions of adequacy. That would still be too grandiose for them, because they're not even adequate. They say they're here. Here's adequate. Here they are. She has 2 jobs. Well, you got 2 part-time jobs? I don't understand. Does she work 2 jobs just to throw all the money to Hussy, or what? What's he going to do when Hulkamania runs wild on you? No, let me tell you something, brother. What's he going to do when she does something to damage his poor porcelain puss? You're welcome, Bad Wolf. I got it in me sometimes. You know, ebb and flow, right? What's he gonna do? Is Storm, with all of her nastiness, gonna step up and fill those voids? He lost Carrie's audience that he absolutely used her for. He lost Charlene. He doesn't have D. He lost D years ago. Yeah? He's got Fallon and a couple fatty ding-dongs who gave him $5 because he is that big of a whore that he will kiss their ass for that. Yeah, well, I mean, Sir Alan, it was so misspelled. She said that her editor made her leave the spelling mistakes in there, I guess, for the mentally handicapped. I'm like, what, for her? What? What? Oh my God.
Stop
Seriously?
it. Stop it!
I can't. I can't. If I talk about something that I've done it. I don't think it makes me something that I'm not. You gave him $1.99 and got banned. He's given me $1.99 just to harass me. He's come in here and harassed me multiple times. Still wants to sue me. Okay. While he's sitting there with a letter he knows that he had a certain amount of time to respond to, for admitting that he did things out of revenge and defaming me. Right? I was willing to negotiate. I guess we have to have a mediation. That's why his lawsuits are a joke at this point. They're a joke. Because if he had counsel, he would have got representation on that. It's called a demand letter. Somebody besmirches you, keeps your deposit, whatever it may be. You could have an attorney, draft up a demand letter, and settle it that way. But he can't even get a settlement in a court and adhere to the agreement he put his name on. He's better than us. Better than everybody. Thank you, Blonde. It's a quiet struggle, but I am thankful. Look, can't remember what Anne Frank said about something, you know, if everything's crap, just, you know, everything will be crap if you don't take time to notice the beauty around you, right? She literally went to a special ed school, a very expensive one. It was money well wasted. Is that whole community nothing but remedials? I mean, that's fine if they are. They just need to shut up do their thing, leave other people alone, and stop it. What did Tara say? Let me see here. The typos were to inspire other people with learning disabilities to write books too. Get the fuck out of here. I don't want to use somebody's learning disability as a point of contention, but at this point I'm left with no choice, because they're trying to be, in my case, trying to be damaging and only damaging themselves. And if they're too stupid or too remedial to understand that, then, I mean, who are their guardians? Who's Hussy's guardian? Who's mopping up the peanut boil juice and cleaning the diarrhea splatter matter off the inside of the toilet? He has a home health care aide, right? Legally blind people don't have that. He can see just fine. When he's doing this with this big fucking max headroom head fucking glasses, you can see everything on his glasses. He reads it just fine. He maybe can't read because he reads at a second grade level. No, yeah, exactly. Being remedial is no excuse to be mean and nasty. It's not. And listening to Fallon the other night, absolutely step into a bear trap with her vitriol. It was I offended? Not really, because consider the source. Uh-oh. Did you mean to delete that message? She was the valedictorian of her anyway. But I can't idly sit by and listen and watch people. Sorry about that, Fat Pickle. Sometimes, you know, I don't know. Anyway, she's my Secretary of War. I don't question her. If they're going to sit there and be bullies, which is apparently illegal, according to Fallon, and Hussy's going to stalk and harass and intimidate women, then, I mean, you can't say you're beyond reproach at that point. You can't use your disability as a shield, right? And if they are, then shame on Pistachio for weaponizing people of this nature, with her being the moral arbiter of this tiny corner of the internet, right? Yeah. I don't hate any of these people. My hate is reserved for a very select group of people in this country. And that's chomos, right? Hate them. Hate them motherfuckers. Dead pedos don't reoffend. But yeah, to just, I mean, for them to say, I hate this person, I understand it's kind of a euphemism. There's the proper use of that word. To just say, oh, I hate them. I get it. I get it. I get it. But to actually hate somebody, no. Thank you, Carrie's D. I'm not thanking her wiener. Calm down. Bill Cosby got a membership. Thank you, Carrie's D. I appreciate you. Yes, I'm still immature. Not nearly as bad as Greg, but I'm starting to wonder about all these people. Is like, what is wrong with you? Like, the insults are dumb. The talking points are dumb. The lying is out of control. Like, they're trying to create a narrative around people like it's actually going to have an impact. And maybe at one point in time it would have. Like me and Gigi, yeah, we're both sensitive dudes. He's grown. I'm glad to see it. I guess I've grown. I feel it. So what? I don't understand. You know, Anna, I appreciate everybody's opinion on that. I feel like if the people around you choose to allow you to have that arc and be redeemable. Oh, Beth had a misfire, Pickle. I assumed it was a misfire. She didn't mean to delete your comment. It's up to people around you to redeem you within society, but you have to do it for yourself. You can't do it for secondhand reasons like, oh, I want people to like me and make it on YouTube and all this. No. When I did, I was like, well, it's 50-50. People will either recognize it or they won't. They'll either accept it or they won't. Either way, I have to be good with it. They're too lazy to put the mask on. I agree. Pistachio wore a mask for a long time. She was the very first to say that it was cruel to pick on Amberlynn and Foodie Beauty. Now look at her. Now look at her. Did you hear what she wanted me to review? Did you hear the nasty words that came out of her disgusting mouth? When I was doing that review yesterday? Speculation about a death. Why aren't I addressing that? Well, you just answered your own question. Why am I going to address something that is that is something I merely documented and passed on? It's not content. I'm going to sit here and address an outward lie. Who does that? Her being simping over Greg is just gross, because he already told her he'd rather screw Foodie Beauty than her. I mean, right there, I'd been done with the person. I agree, she is being very self-absorbed. And she has sunk down to Greg's level, which is weird because he is infantile as fuck. He is a little boy trapped inside of barely a grown man's body. He's another hussy. Go fund me for this, go fund me for that, while having 2 fraud charges. Not saying he's guilty, but from what I read, it seems like he did something wrong. Right? Buying insurance after something's fucked up and reporting it. Yeah, that's kind of fraudulent. But what could we expect? Oh, now I need a GoFundMe. And this isn't his first GoFundMe. Oh, I just realized that Peeboos is still an avatar for the memberships. I miss her. She definitely has issues. In the back of my mind, I always remember you saying how you had to give her money because she needed to go home. Yeah, we've helped her out. But she's another one. That's why she, Hussy, and Greg are all in that pile together. And now you got Fallon over there with their 2nd grade reading level, giving them money. They all gas each other up. Money don't make you somebody. Right, Daria. And she's like, she threatened me. It was a threat. Did you see? Go look at her thumbnail from yesterday or the day before. Be very careful, Negz. She said it. You know, if you're gonna look into Greg's past, then we're gonna pull yours out. Go ahead. Go right ahead. Hussy's already done it. Hussy's already done it. So what does it matter? I'm going to pull up a Reddit and a Facebook page dedicated to Greg allegedly creeping on women, being an Uber driver, which doesn't sound too far off. I'm not going to present it as fact. I'm going to be like, well, this was documented. Let's take a look at it. And that's how bad she is for this guy who will not love her. Can't even poop in his own house. What's up, Sky? How you doing? She's always been an asshole, will continue to do so, for her to just suck in everything and forget about her values and things she preached. Yeah. Remember the sick and struggling? Remember that? Remember that? It's all bullshit. The thing that really sold me on her being a turd was her making up that narrative in her head about Gigi and Belinda when I knew goddamn better than that. Yeah, we had our outs years ago. I was in a bad place. I created that shit in my head too, right? I can accept that. I can accept that I lost friendships and acquaintanceships and everything else over my own mind. But she turned around and did the same thing and then tolerates worse from Greg, who she's barely known for a year maybe. I don't know how long she's known that idiot. And then wants to come out here and preach at everybody else while platforming Hussy while they all beg for money and platform that one weird woman who everybody's a trafficker and a rapist and a child molester. You know what I'm talking about. Hussy was suing her. Now he panels with her. It's just water finding its own level at this point. You forgot about the sick. Yeah, about the sick and struggling. Okay, sounds like you're sick and struggling. So yeah, I just take exception to really stupid, dishonest people trying to tell me what is and what isn't when I know what is and what isn't. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe I'm just too realistic. Yeah, so anyway, let me see what I got on the table. Well, tomorrow night is the What It Is podcast with the one and only YouTube himself, McHenry Cruiser, and yours truly, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard, 6:30 if you're on the West Coast. Oh yeah, everybody's egreging her. Yeah, pick a different word. It seems pretty common that once a cow gets exposed, then comes the apology tour where they roam around and make excuses. I won't welcome anyone who's capable of betraying everybody. You're right there. They try to say Negz is on an apology tour. No, I apologize to Gigi for something that genuinely happened. That's only because I heard Hussy. It was an edgy joke I made years ago. We were beefing, and that was it. But Hussy just kept saying it, and he still says it. I apologize to Gigi because, not to absolve myself, I gotta live with that. I still said it. It didn't go away just because I apologized. I still said it, and then that was it. Right? I had no motive other than, fuck, that was shitty. I'm apologize for that. And that was it. I haven't apologized to anybody else. I could have went to Hussy and be like, oh, I'm sorry, you sued me and harassed my girlfriend up till, you know, because there's nobody else I need to apologize to. And if there were, I did it privately, and I didn't need to do it for ass pats and dopamine. The only way I could apologize to Gigi was publicly, because we're both on YouTube, and I knew he would be sent that or he would read it, and that's it, and that's that. That's the game, Anna. They're the victims. They are the victims. Nobody else could be a victim. Everybody else is egreging them, and they deserve the most, and blah, blah, blah. It gets old. Yeah. How he will handle being exposed, he'll play victim, he'll scream, he'll threaten to sue people, so on and so forth. That's how he'll address it. I don't think Hussy's capable of apologizing genuinely. I don't think there's a genuine bone in his body. I think he's a malignant narcissist. He's an opportunist. And he's all about the money. When I made the apology, Daria, I said it doesn't have to be accepted because I understand that shit cuts deep, right? And I'm not apologizing because I want everybody to look at me in a different light or whatever it is. I'm apologizing because I genuinely felt bad, right? And he didn't have to accept it. I made that clear. I'm just letting you know that I regret saying it. It wasn't so much I'm sorry for saying it as much as it was I regret. Because Hussy's foul, disgusting, baby shark Dorito veneer covered mouth saying that stuff made my skin crawl. Well, you know, if Hussy has main character syndrome, I'm more than happy to make him the main character here every stream. And once he stops making the same people his topic every day, he can pretend to be victim of it. But his childlike mentality of, well, they did this, so I get to do worse. It's bullshit. No, that's not how adults conduct themselves. And Katie, I'm glad that, yeah, because he apologized to 21, then turned around and fucking doxed him like 10 minutes later. He's an idiot. I'm glad 21 is holding his feet to the fire. for no other reason than I know Hussy can't stand to be challenged, but for some reason he won't time out or block 21. You know, Blonde, that's the only way to do it. You know what I'm saying? Is somebody doesn't have to accept any of your bullshit. Like, there are people who have done some serious fucked up shit, and they apologize to me. I'm good. I'm good. I'm not absolving them of the shit they did. Absolutely not. I'm not setting myself up. I'm not gonna make, if somebody did something, that's up to them to make good on it. It's not for me to go, oh, I accept your apology. You know, fuck you. You did it intentionally. You did it with malice. You can go fuck yourself. Be better. And I understand that. Oh, he thinks 21 is a possible asset against Carrie. That right there shows his whole mentality. That's been his whole thing, is I have to drag these people to make them look bad because he's a piece of shit. That's how he knows he's a piece of shit. So he has to try to make everybody else look worse than what he does. $21 wants $250. Play Hussy's game. He sells everything. I would. I wouldn't go on panel with that guy without being paid. Hell no. Maybe in the future I'll have him up, but I just know he's going to scream and yell. So, like, you know, then what's the point? Oh, he's screaming and yelling and playing victim. Oh, here we go. You can't listen to any dissenting opinions against him. Oh, did you accidentally? Okay, let me go and see. Let me go and see. Okay. Sorry, Fat Pickle. You accidentally got blocked. If you're still here, I unblocked you. Sorry. It was a misfire. You didn't get blocked for any reason. Your joke was funny about the valedictorian of the special ed class. Sorry about that. Yeah. I don't know if Fat Pickle's still here. You did get blocked you didn't get blocked on purpose. So, yeah. Anyway. I'm going to wrap it up. I'm fatigued now. That Red Bull did nothing for me. I'm going to go eat some pizza and go watch House of the Dragon from episode 1 again and remind myself that I have to wait God knows how long for a new episode. So I appreciate y'all tuning in. We didn't quite make our goal. We'll try again another time. But somebody said they wanted a mystery package. Just DM me, contact me. We can work something out. And also, Blue Moon, you won the t-shirt. So if you are watching the replay or have the email addresses on the community tab, go check it out. Contact me so I can send you your shirt. There you are, Fat Pickled. Yeah, we didn't block you on purpose. It was an accident. Beth, yeah, she has stubby fingers. I don't know this for a fact. I'm just taking her word for it. Anyway, guys, much love from me to you. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to one another. You don't have anything nice to say, make sure that shit's funny and not damaging. I'm going to close out with Taxi Drivers Are My Bane. I will see you tomorrow on the What It Is podcast. Good night.
Call a number and hop into a cab. I'm really drunk and I am going to act really freaking mad. Spent all day triggered, crying and mad. Now I'm off to the bar where I sit alone, oh so sad. Wig on my head and veneers on my teeth. I look cute, maybe a rich man I will meet. Put my troubles up and trying hard not to seethe. Once I'm empty-handed when I leave. So I hope in the ride I got nothing to hide. I tell the man drive, I want him inside. Go live and entertain. Everyone thinks I am insane. Got mush for a membrane. These taxi drivers are my bane, bane, bane. On the way home and all I can think about are deli meats. I'm so worked up my peanut boil burst all over the seat. I can't wait to go home and finally have a seat. There's something I must tell to all the people I meet. I'm 6 foot, Greg is my son and I'm not good with the ladies. Back in when 876 I was fat so my parents bought me a Mercedes. The Fresh Prince of Lower Manhattan, and I hate babies. Make sure I get home okay since all my pay pigs are shady. I open the ride, I got nothing to hide. I tell the man drive, I want him inside. Go live and entertain. Everyone thinks I am insane. Got mush for a membrane. These taxi drivers are my bane. Wave your hands in the air. I choke on my own hair. Bald as a burn victim. I am not the problem, I am the symptom. Ooh.